In memory, we find purpose. We are a Gold Star family, and this is our nephew, Ryan King. His courage, his sacrifice, and his spirit are the cornerstones of Patriot Pride. Founded in his honor, our nonprofit organization is dedicated to serving those who have served us. From financial assistance to housing support, we provide crucial aid to military families, both active duty and veterans, helping to ease their burdens. His legacy lives on in every family we help, every community we strengthen, and every life we touch. This is more than an organization. It's a promise to never forget this is Patriot Pride.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Patriot Pride channel. How are you doing tonight, Mike?
Doing good, doing good.
What a beautiful day.
It's been an exhausting day.
You tired today?
I am.
Been a long day for you, huh?
Wednesdays are always long for me, so.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? Thank you guys so much for joining us. I hope you guys have had a great Wednesday. Tonight, Mike, I think we've got a pretty good one.
You say that all the time.
Because everyone's a good one, Mike. Glad you guys could join us. Thanks, everybody. We got some local Georgia people in the house. So welcome in, everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining us. So real quick, if you don't know, we're Patriot Pride. We're a nonprofit. We help military families. I'm a member of a Gold Star family, and everything that we do here is dedicated to my nephew. His name is Ryan King. So thank you guys so much for joining us. If you're new, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, and we thank you guys so much for joining. And before we go any further, let's make sure everybody's hitting that like button. Hey, from Washington State. Hey, from Maine, Louisiana. We got people, Illinois. What's up, everybody? You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for checking us out. Such a blessing, right, Mike? We got so much. The support we've had is so awesome. So,
I'm telling you, I'm starting to go places, and people are starting to go like Patriot Pride.
Yeah.
And that because we're starting to find out we have several people that watch that are now local. Where before we started out local, and then we went nationwide real quick, and then now people are kind of locally are starting to go, oh, that's located here?
Yeah. I've gotten a few calls this week, actually, and YouTube actually reached out to us again, Mike. So, hey, you guys, thank you guys so much. We've had some really good, we had a really good week, Mike. Let's just put it that way.
We did.
And thank you guys so much. It's all because of you guys that come over and watch us every time that we come on. So thank you guys so much again. I can't thank you enough. So tonight we're going to get back into the Nancy Guthrie case. And we got some pretty interesting things that we've kind of already covered, Mike. And so if you guys don't know, the way we do this here is Mike, he never knows what we're going to cover.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs. He never knows what we're going to cover, which is pretty interesting. So every time he comes over, he's like, what are we going to cover tonight? I'm like, you'll see. I'm not going to tell you. And so everything that you guys are hearing, he's hearing for the first time as well.
And I have to filter myself, right, due to the fact of I'm just hearing it. I'm the type of guy, like, I want to process something and I want to react. So you're like, oh, and you have to have everything laid out. And I'm like, dude, that's not fair, because I want everything laid out, right? But yet I don't get that. So just my little rant today.
Yeah. I don't know I'm thinking how I would handle that.
I know how you would handle it.
It would be kind of
You
tough.
would be tough. You would be absolutely, teetotally just bouncing off the wall.
You think so?
Oh.
You think I have to have it too planned out?
Yeah, and everything has to be perfect. And
well, I don't know about that, but we try to bring a good show to you guys for sure. So,
and you do an amazing job, right?
Thank you. I appreciate that, man.
But you wouldn't want me in that seat. I can promise you. You might hear us, but not see us, or you might see us and not hear us, or like.
No, but hey, thank you guys, and we're seeing people from all over the country and really all over the world. We've got people from Europe, we've got people from Australia, we've got people from everywhere.
Brazil.
So, yeah, Brazil. So awesome, guys. So we're going to talk about Nancy tonight, and so again, we talked about this before, and it seems almost, Mike, like people are like 2 or 3 weeks behind Patriot Pride, right?
I've watched a couple in the last couple of days, and I'm like,
we talked about that like a month ago.
Right.
Yeah. And so this is interesting, and I just wanted to give us a little bit of time for, as many people to get in here as possible. We got a good many people in here, and again, thank you guys for joining us. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the like button. What's up, Squirrel Billboard?
That was the funniest thing. You will, no matter what, you will always be squirrel billboard.
I guess, yes, you will be. So about, I would say probably at least a month ago, and again, you don't know what we're going to talk about, but do you remember what I said about the porch guy? Do you remember
That he was a cleaner?
that he was a cleaner? Now,
It was a distraction?
Now, what does that mean, guys, right? What does a cleaner mean?
He's like a fixer. Like he's going to come in and like get rid of the evidence and do all the stuff that needs to be done after the fact.
Right. And so now we're at the point to where we've got pretty big time. I don't know what you consider big time, but very great YouTubers like MONKS Intrigue. He's coming out, and we'll see a clip of this here in a little while. He's actually confirming in his ideas and in his thoughts the same things that we said, a month ago. So it's very interesting, and we got Erica says it's a mafia cleanup. Could definitely be, and I'm really interested to know what you guys think out there. If you guys think that this guy is not what he seems to be, right? Whether a lot of people just think it is what it is. He is what you see. He is the perp. If you guys think there's something a little bit fishy about this person, the porch guy, if you think there's a little bit more to this guy than meets the eye, put a 1 in the chat. Put Patsy, yeah. Kim says the porch guy may have been a patsy. Yeah, maybe. So if you guys think there's a little bit more to this person than he's just a random burglar, put a 1 in the chat, because I'd love to see what you guys are thinking about this.
Well, you can't be a random burglar. You have to be the world's worst burglar to break in and not take anything.
Yeah.
So the burglary thing's out of the question, right? Like in my opinion, that's out of the question. I've always thought that there was something else bigger than just this case. Like it's led through, whether it be, organized crime, whether it be whatever. It's bigger than what it's been made out to be. And I think I think that it's a lot of I would say 2 or 3 of our theories that we've already put out there combined.
Mooney says Einstein, maybe, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's bigger than what people think it is. And like I said, we've put out 8, 9, 10 theories.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that it's not one particular theory. I think it's a combination of 2 or 3 theories put together.
Right.
And that's what happened to her.
So a lot of people are putting 1s. They think there's a little bit more to this porch guy than what meets the eye. And yeah, I think so too. Some people are saying mafia hits. I don't know. I mean, maybe, we don't know. But I don't think the mafia wants that kind of heat because they make so much money every day, right? And so
the only reason mafia or something like that would be involved is if the brother-in-law owed the mafia something, right? Or I don't necessarily think that it's that, because they don't want that kind of attention, and it's not like the 70s, like
yeah.
But at the same time, I think it can be some rich and powerful people, not necessarily called the mafia, that do shadow work, like that can make things happen.
Yeah.
In the back stages of things to get a common goal accomplished, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And so a lot of people there's so many theories still out there, Mike, right? A lot of people still think the family's involved.
The only thing I care about right now, I'll be honest with you, yes, there's a bunch of theories. I just want to know who the guy walking the dog.
The dog walker is, right?
Like that. Ever since you showed me that clip, it has not set well with me. And there's 2 things that we've talked about that has not set well with me, and that was the brother-in-law, and what he did, and just his background. That didn't sit well with me, and that kind of opened my eyes. And then the dog, and him walking the dog. The way he walked to the right of the police car instead of walking to the left of the police car, him walking and making sure he got on the driveway instead of getting around and then walking back on the road. Let me just walk her driveway. And then after watching Alex yesterday, take that video.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm jumping ahead or not because I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But after Alex and Juice actually shows their neighbors, 4, 5, 6 neighbors, showed them that picture and that video, and they were like, I've never seen that dog or that person ever. Yeah. Like, what is he doing there now?
Yeah, and that's one thing I want to jump to real quick, guys. I want you guys to see
or
this.
That person.
Hold on a second, guys. Like, I want you guys to see this real quick. So Juice and Alex went back, and if you guys were with us last week, then you know Alex from Criminal Network joined us, right? And he said he was going to go on there and he was going to ask some neighbors, right, if anybody had seen the dog or the guy walking the dog. And so he went. He was there last night. Him and Juice were there. So I want to play you guys a little clip about what they found out last night, right? But real quick, guys, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button if you're here for the first time. If you have not subscribed, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. And I'm not sure where we are on the likes yet, but make sure you hit that like button for us, guys. It really helps the algorithm. So let's jump over here and let's look at this real quick. Let's look and see what Alex and Juice were doing last night. So check this out, guys.
There we go, guys. That's probably the 5th neighbor, guys. The other guy with the dog who walked by, he definitely said that was very strange. Never seen that guy before. So let's hope FBI has that video. Hi, Mary. Did you get your picture with Brian?
So basically, guys, there's a lot more in that video. But basically, so I guess him and Juice has interviewed 7, maybe 5 or 7 neighbors in that area, right?
I know when I was watching and just catching up, I know that Juice had talked to 2 or 3, and Juice had just showed them the picture and like the side by side, and they were like, no. And one of the guys, and I don't know if it was either with Juice or with Alex, but one of them was like, one of them said we would notice the dog before we noticed the person, and we hadn't noticed a dog like that, and they walk all the time,
right?
And then the other one said that not many of them have that type of dog around that area. And like I said, there was people just walking up and down the road.
Yeah.
And most of them had dogs. So it was...
Yeah, and so this is what is really interesting, guys, and that's what's good about having those boots on the ground there, right? Because Alex, he told us last week when he was here with us, he's like, I'm gonna go ask these neighbors, and that's going to give us.
He went and knocked on doors. Yo.
Yeah, he's like, that's going to give us a good indication of, do we need to look further into this guy?
That was my thing, right? Like, who is that guy? And I'm not saying he's Richard. I'm not saying who. I just want to know who he is.
Yeah, who is he?
Because it looked that was one of the. That video made the hair on the back of my neck stand up.
Yeah.
And I remember when you told me about the other theory about what Tommaso did, just his background, that made me go, oh.
Jody, thank you so much for your support. We appreciate you so much.
That made me go, oh, too, right? And then now nobody else has seen him?
Yeah, it's a little weird.
I'm just sitting there going, so that's my big concern now about, like, who is that guy?
Yeah, for sure.
If that's really...
Well, whoever it is, right? Let's just figure out who the guy is.
And he might not even be connected, right? But I want to know who he is. Yeah. Because you can only go so far when you stacking up clues and stacking up circumstances, and this is a circumstance that we can't go any farther until we find out who this guy is.
Right.
And we find out who it is, then, hey, now we can either deny or accept and move on and go on to the next clue.
Yeah, for sure. And Jody, thank you so much for your support. That leads me into, real quick, there's a QR code there, guys. If you want to help support the cause, which is, like I said, if you're new here and you just jumped over, we're Patriot Pride. We're a nonprofit, and we help military families in need. So whether they're active or veterans, we help out military families. I'm a member of a Gold Star family, and so everything is dedicated to my nephew, Ryan King. So we've got a QR code there. It's buy me a coffee if you guys are interested in helping the cause. And we're also, obviously, you can become a member on YouTube or Super Chats. But if not, don't feel obligated to do that. Just make sure you hit that subscribe button and that like button. That's all we need, guys. And you guys are hitting home runs for us. And so thank you guys so much for what you're doing. So we can't thank you enough. So anyway, so let's go back into kind of the theme of what tonight's going to be about. So I said a few weeks ago, I think the porch guy, I think he's a little too theatrical, right? I said, I think this all looks a little bit staged to me. And so everybody's like, no, I don't know. And now he lives there, a cousin, works at Pima SWAT. Okay. True Be You, thank you so much for your support. We appreciate that. Interesting. That's an interesting point.
What did he say?
She says that a mod on another channel said law enforcement checked out the dog walker. He lives there. Her cousin works at Pima SWAT. So that's good information to have.
Yeah,
So thank you so much. We appreciate that. So anyway, I think this guy, number one, I think he wanted to be seen, in a sense.
Yeah.
But
you talking about porch guy?
Yeah. But so here's what I think. I think that you guys are going to start to understand a little bit more on why I think that he was a cleaner. And it's very interesting, Mike. And I don't even know if you've thought of these things, and probably not, because you probably don't know how these things work, because I know I didn't. So here's something very interesting.
To know what works.
Well, we're about to see. We're about to see this. So, guys, check this out. This is going to be very, very interesting information if you guys have not seen this yet. So let me go back over here and let me close this screen off. And let me pull up some images for you guys real quick. Very, very interesting stuff here, Mike. So Nancy put out, she put out something on social media asking for somebody to...
Nancy did?
Nancy, a while back, asking if anybody had any type of recommendations on cameras. Okay? And so I'm going to put this up here so you guys can see this. All right. So it says I'm trying to book an Uber or an SUV for Phoenix Airport next Saturday.
LS,
next
it
Sunday.
might, hold on, I mean, LS, it might be inside, but if you saw these, like, camera lights that are sitting up here, you would have your sunglasses on, too.
What'd they say?
They were like, take your glasses off, you're inside.
Yeah, it's pretty bright in here, guys. It's got some pretty bright studio lights. So anyway, all right, so here's what Nancy's posted, guys. So it says, I'm trying to book an Uber for the airport next Sunday. They only offer small cars. Any ideas? And then she puts, I'm thinking about buying a Ring or a Nest security doorbell camera. And so that's one post.
That was the 25th of November.
So, but this was a while back. This was in 21, right?
Okay.
Or no, actually. So you see the top one was posted in 21. The next one was posted in 25. And so.
Where do you see 25?
It's right here. I'm gonna pull this next one up.
Gotcha,
It'll be a little bit easier to see. So we'll pull this one up. Well, actually, I don't have the continuation of this, but you're seeing in November the 21st or 25, it says, I'm thinking about buying a Ring or a Nest security doorbell camera. And then it says, any ideas, right?
Right.
And so what's interesting about the Nest camera is this here, Mike. And so I'm gonna take us down, actually, and I'm gonna enlarge this a little bit, because this is important for you guys to see this. So let me take us down and let me put this. Jackie, Jackie, thank you so much for your support.
That's awesome.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, so let's check this out, guys. Very good information here. So let's figure out what the difference in a Nest camera and a Ring camera is, Mike. Okay, two different companies, right?
Yeah.
So as you guys can see here, 2022 era Nest devices such as the Nest doorbell and similar models released around that time include a built-in internal memory for offline recording. Okay?
Okay.
So they can store up to about an hour of motion-triggered events or 8 minutes of continuous video on supported power models. Joan, thank you so much for your support. Thank you. We appreciate you. So this is really important, guys. So pay attention to this piece here. It says once the internet returns, the camera automatically uploads the locally stored videos to the cloud. Now, Mike, that's a very, very important piece of information, right?
Yeah.
So the footage then appears normally in your Google Home activity or history timeline. The local buffer is cleared after successful upload. And you'll also get a notification that the device is back online and any missed events become viewable. Okay? So that is a very, very, very...
The feature was introduced in 21 to 22.
That's a very important piece of information right there. As opposed to, let's check this out. So here's a Ring camera. Okay? So no standard Ring cameras and doorbells do not record video if the Wi-Fi is out. Okay? So that's the difference here, guys. And this is going to be...
And she had a Nest camera, right?
She had a Nest camera. And this is going to play a huge piece of information here.
Let you know how much law enforcement actually has.
Okay. So these Ring cameras rely on an activity Wi-Fi connection to process motion detection events, record clips, and upload them to the cloud, right? So motion detection still may technically work on the device itself in some cases, but no video is actually recorded or saved, okay?
Okay.
So that's a really important piece of information. You won't get any notifications, and then once the Wi-Fi returns, there's no retroactive recording or upload of missed events, right? So this is something that I don't know if you knew or if you didn't know, so I'm just bringing this information to you, okay? Yeah. So were you aware of that?
No, I was not. I didn't know the difference. They both record.
So again, yeah. So again, I just wanted to bring this information to you or to anybody that wasn't aware of that, because to me that is a very important piece of information to know based on what is going on now after what happens. Okay, so we know now kind of what the two cameras do. Okay, and so now let's go back and
did he actually? I know he bent the camera and bent it down, but did he actually take the camera?
Well, that's what we're going to get into. So here's the official quote-unquote timeline right here, right? And we'll put us back here. So officially it says the doorbell camera disconnects at 1:47, right? That's the official timeline, okay?
Okay.
And so, yeah, I was wondering that too, Kelly, 8 minutes. It said up to 8 minutes, so we don't really know, but that's on the actual, the Nest information. Okay, so here's the actual timeline. The 140.
Says it's wired in.
The 147 allegedly is when it disconnects, Mike. Right? Okay. So here's what I'm thinking here, and so as we were talking before, we know that there were some talks of basically. Let me show you guys this here. There were some talks of possibly the perp having a walkie-talkie, right?
Yeah.
You remember that? So obviously we're thinking that there's more than one person involved here, correct?
Yeah.
So, and now, do you believe that? Do you think there's more than one person involved?
Yeah, I think there was 3 involved.
You think there's 3 involved? Okay. So we know that we have these photos. We know that we have possibly someone with a walkie-talkie, right? And then we also know, and again, we're just going back to facts here, guys, of things that we actually know. We also know that this person here let's see if we can bring it down a little bit. We know this person here has a backpack that is completely full, right, Mike?
Yeah.
And so we went over all types of different scenarios before on what could possibly be in that backpack, right? And we've talked about it, but
that's what makes me think it was not a robbery.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it was a robbery, backpack wouldn't have anything in it, or very little, so they could be able to put stuff in it. When I immediately saw that, and of course I knew that she was missing, I immediately thought, like, that's a kidnapping kit.
Okay.
Right? Like that, they have, that's your rope, your however they planning on binding them up? How are they planning on subduing them? Like,
Exactly.
are they going to put a mask on her to make sure that they don't see? Like, all of them kind of things. When I saw that right there,
Right.
Does it have a tarp in it? Are they,
Yep.
that kind of thing. So that made me, in my opinion, think of what the motive would be,
Right.
and not it be a robbery gone wrong.
Well, here's my thing: is because of this
Cleaning
guy,
supplies.
because of this guy here, we know that the person knows that there's a camera there, right?
Mm-hmm.
He knows or she knows that there's a camera there. Okay. So Mooney, you hit it on the head as to what I think. Okay, and that's going to lead us into what I think's going on here. And
Now, let me ask you a question: is when you say what you think is going on here,
yep,
is this a theory that you have kind of come up with, or is this what you think, you personally think, is what's going on here? Right? Like, there's a difference in, like, if I'm putting because you've asked me to put myself in a theory of like what you
right,
and then break it down. So out of the theories we've come up with, we all think during this theory, I think this could have happened or this
Yeah.
could have happened. What is is this your personal what you think could have happened, or what
yes.
tonight?
No, I think this definitely happened in some form or fashion. This definitely happened.
So you think he is 100% the cleaner?
Well,
in your opinion?
I do, and then we'll listen to this right here as well. So here we go, guys.
His job now is the cleanup guy. He's going to make sure that any signs of struggle are just wiped away. He walks to the front door, he pulls them shut, and he locks them, thinking to himself probably at this time that they almost got away with it cleanly.
So there's what I'm saying, and this is Monk's Intrigue. I know you probably don't know him, but guys, if you
I've seen a couple.
if you guys have not subscribed to Monk's Intrigue, make
so
sure.
you think the door was open at that point?
Make sure you guys go over and subscribe to Monk's Intrigue, because he's a good dude and he's very smart, very intelligent. What I think happened is this.
You think he went through that front door?
What I think happened is this. I think that. Do you remember when there was a lot of talk about a signal jammer being involved?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can get signal jammers that work about 200 feet for a fairly decent price, what they
Okay.
say on the black market.
What's
okay?
a decent price?
Allegedly anywhere from 50 to $100.
Okay.
So here's what I think happened.
When I'm with you, I gotta know price range. Your decent price might not be my decent price, bro.
Well, here's what I think happened. So I think that there were obviously at least two people involved. I think that there was a signal jammer in the car. Okay? And I think that because if you remember, a lot of her neighbors' cameras went out.
Yeah.
There was one neighbor here. Let me see if I can pull this up here, guys, real quick. There was one neighbor here, and I'm not sure which neighbor it was.
I think is there a house up a little bit up?
Yeah, there's a house behind it here.
Right here, over here. Wasn't it that one? It said that it went out.
I'm not sure. I mean, if I had to guess, I would assume it would have been either one of these houses on the two sides, because
I thought they said that the one up in the corner, not the one directly behind, but one in the corner was one of the ones that went out.
well, what's odd is one of these two houses, I'm not sure which one around her, they had multiple cameras, but the only one that actually went out was the one facing Nancy's house.
So they can throw like
Direction.
if they can throw direction, that's not $50 or $100, bro.
And maybe not. I don't know. But so that's what I'm saying is I think there was a signal jammer inside the car.
Okay.
Okay. So what does that make that car? It makes it basically a ghost car,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, yeah.
Because if it throws signal jams, not necessarily a Wi-Fi jammer, but a signal jammer, right? If it jams a signal, then obviously that car can't be detected as it's going down the road, right? So what if the car pulls up? It's got it in there.
So you saying every time it goes by, it's breaking down every camera that it.
Supposedly it could, yes.
I mean, possibility. I can see that. But see, that's the thing, though, right? And I don't mean to interrupt you, but
no, go ahead.
That's what makes me think that it's bigger than just like
because of the coordination.
yes,
and
like
the planning.
for you to go, okay,
Yeah.
let's make a ghost car, then let's
Yeah.
do like that's elite type stuff. That's not just your average. Being in law enforcement, I've gotten to see your average criminals,
Sure,
right?
sure.
And there's some that you're like, that dude scares me. I mean, I know he's going away for 20 years, but like, he can do stuff behind bars that it don't matter if he's in or out. Like, that guy scares me. And
Yeah.
they're always connected to somebody, because when you have people like that, they're valuable in that world.
Yeah.
So they have more connections to be able to pull off stuff, and it's that's where you get your crime syndicate or your organization or your whatever. And a lot of people say report that as mafia or a gang. A lot of it is just a criminal network, right? Like
Sure.
that's all it is. And you got really high people that can get that information, and like you can blackmail and judges and this and that, and you can get a lot of stuff going on
Certainly.
to save the right people, and you pay the right people to be able to save your butt. So
check this out. So here's what I think happened. So I think when that car pulled up in that driveway, it had that signal jammer, and I think that's when the signal jammed. Okay. And I think that's when that camera went off. Okay. But as we know, as we saw on these Nest cams, they still record. Right?
yeah,
So what if he went up there, he's thinking that it's not going to be recording because he's got a signal jammer on it, right?
but it was a Nest camera, and they were
He didn't know that. He was not aware of that. So what if he goes up there, he does his thing, right? He thinks he breaks it, and he puts it in his backpack, or he puts it in his pocket, or he puts
so
it wherever.
he took the camera with him.
Yeah, the camera was not there. So obviously, again, he thinks he's good because, the car's still there with it, right? The car's still there with the signal jammer inside of it, right? So he thinks that he can't be seen. So they do whatever they do to her. They get her back in the car, right? So here's what happens, in my opinion. This is why I told you guys I think he's the cleaner. Mike, what if the car left? Okay? Because why? Remember, what is the only way that Nest camera can come back online, Mike?
When the jammer
Exits the property.
yeah.
So look at this. So he stays there, Mike, and he's got that camera on him. When the car leaves, that leaves with the jammer, but the camera picks back up because, again, it can't just.
So where's that footage?
Hold on. It can't pick up to anybody's Wi-Fi. It has to connect right back to Nancy's. You see what I'm saying?
So where's that footage?
So when that car leaves, that Nest camera starts doing its job again, and it uploads. Maybe it only uploaded a certain amount of information, but it uploaded because it reconnected back to her Wi-Fi when that car with the jammer left on it.
So that's how we got the video.
So that's how we got the video, and that's why he stayed there. So now the car's gone, right? He doesn't think that he's got anything to worry about, and now he's inside there cleaning all that stuff up. Because if you guys remember, it was completely spotless, they said. They said inside was immaculate.
Okay, so I'm going to play devil's advocate here. Then why didn't he clean up the front porch? Why didn't he clean up the hallway or the entryway?
Well, the outside of the home and the inside of the home were two different conditions. The inside of the home, the total inside of the home was immaculate.
Except right there on the inside of the front door.
Well, I've heard two different things. I've heard that there was a little bit of blood on the inside, and then I've heard that there was no blood on the inside. Angel, thank you so much for your support. We appreciate you. So we don't know, right? We don't know. We can only go by the information that they're giving us. But I do know specifically that Enton and a few other people said that law enforcement has said that the inside of the home was in immaculate condition. So does that not seem a little weird that the inside is in immaculate condition in anybody's home? I know mine's not, right?
Right.
So that seems to me like that somebody had to stay there and clean up and think that they're cleaning up any evidence that may be there in case that.
So you think they were there for 41 minutes just cleaning up?
I think they were there. They could have been there. Well, yeah, that's what I said originally anyway, but maybe they were there longer than that. Who knows if these timelines are correct?
So where's the 41 minutes come in then? Like I hadn't followed the case like you have, right? But at the same time, like I hear 40, he was there 41 minutes, and the garage door went up and down in 2 minutes, and like I debunked the garage door thing.
I do too.
That right there, you don't, and I debunked it in my head. A week ago, right? Like I had a buddy of mine. I called him and I was like, "Hey, your garage door ain't working."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Hold on." And he was an hour and a half away from me, and he just hit a button and the garage door opened. And I went in. I ended up, I had to get something, and I come back out, and he let the garage door back down.
Right.
He was never. I mean, he could have done that, and I was never there. He could have just done it 2 minutes and let it down.
Certainly. Yeah.
So
here's that timeline that I was telling you about. So obviously, the 147 is when it says that it goes offline, right? And so again, that could be when the car pulls up with the jammer in it. And then it says that at 212, the software detects another person, right? It doesn't say anything other than that it just detects someone somewhere, right? And then at 228 is when the pacemaker supposedly disconnects. And so someone says that they think the whole timeline is a lie.
I agree.
I do too.
I totally 100%. That is my theory. I think the timeline is off. I think there's a lot of things that are off.
Thanks, Rand Jammer. I took care of that. Yeah, for sure. I do too. I think that a lot of things are just off. I mean, and you know, and why is my question?
No offense to the person that was talking about, you know, the Pima County SWAT, like he could probably be the best law enforcement officer out there. It's just he's associated with a certain number of people, and I don't trust.
Let me stop you, Mike. So Adele, I want to be clear on something here. I said this theory about a month ago, so I just want to make sure that you understand that I'm giving Monks all his credit because credit is due. He's a great guy and he does great investigative work. But I had this theory about a month ago, and
you're more than welcome to go back and watch it.
Yeah, and we just played that. Basically, he confirmed through his theory what my theory was. So Adele, if you don't like it here, you're welcome to click off and go somewhere else. But we appreciate you being here. So anyway, so this is the timeline, guys. Supposedly, and I don't know how accurate this timeline is or not, Mike. And they can't see the time. Yeah, they can see the timeline. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but I'm like a lot of people here. I'm not exactly sure that this is all correct. So who knows? Let's see. So what do you think, Mike? I mean, do you think that's a good?
I mean, it's very plausible, right? Like, I kind of thought, you know, when you said he's the cleaner and that was kind of staged up front. I'm 100%. I can get down with that and be like, hey, that is because I don't think she went out the front door. That's just me. I think you would be crazy on that road to take somebody out the front door. I think there was 3 people involved. I think he was up there at the front, being a distraction and doing what they did. You know, to get rid of the ring camera or nest or whatever.
That's a good question, Dana, and that's something I was going to ask you, Mike. So why do you think the doors are propped open? And that's something we can get into. Huh? Yeah. Well, why were they? What do you think?
There could be a couple of reasons of why I would see the back door propped open. That you don't want to get trapped inside, right? Like
right.
if you're going in, you want to be able to get an easy exit. You don't want to have to fight the door. You don't want to have to. So as I come in, they come in the back door, they prop it open, keep it open. So in case, let's just say she did have a weapon, or there was a dog, or there was somebody there that they wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
That I could not have to run, grab a door. Have you ever watched like that Jason? It's a little Jason clip where a guy's acting like he's Jason, and he comes around the house and they take off running and they're trying to get in and they're so scared they're trying to open the door, and by the time he just keeps walking.
Yeah.
And because panic sets in and so if if I got something where all I got to do is just run and push the little glass door open and take off for an easy exit, that would be one. The other could be it's propped open because they're trying to carry something out.
Yeah. But it all could also be a distraction, right?
Could be.
That's the thing I haven't figured out yet is I don't know.
And who's to say that, like, first responders didn't prop the doors open? Like, I mean, that's another possibility of, like, when they came up and the house might need to be aired out. There's things that, and I'm just saying this because I don't trust Pima County, period. So, I mean, there could be just several different things. I mean, maybe Nancy left them. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. We don't know. That's the only thing that I'm trying to still work on right now is I'm trying to figure out why would those doors be propped open. You know, at first I thought the front may be staged. I don't know if it's staged. There's just a lot that I can't really figure out as far as, you know, I don't really want to look that far into it. But
but hold on. If you're going to say that he's the cleaner, you got to look that far into it.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that.
Right? Like, nobody's going to just hire a cleaner and go, hey, come clean this. You got to, like, do you know a cleaner?
Not my first rodeo. That's a good point. Kelly, oh, thank you so much for becoming a Patriot Pride family member. We appreciate that.
Do you know any cleaners? Like, just right offhand that you can call?
I don't have a comment, but not my friend. This is actually a good point. It says when the house said immaculate, to me that means the cleaning lady had been there.
But if something
I mean, maybe.
But if something happened inside, right? Like, cleaning lady could be there on a Friday and Saturday the whole house is torn apart because there was a fight and there was a struggle and and then somebody's got to clean that up. Like,
here's the thing that I'm having a hard time with, the whole, like you said, the whole garage door thing. Because, I mean, I was going to do a real-time test with it, but I don't believe she left the house alive. Yeah, unfortunately, I think you're right. Or maybe they thought she was unalived and they were bringing her. That was another theory that somebody had, is that they thought she may not still be with us, but she was. And then once they got her out, she started moving around. But anyway, I was going to do a real-time test here at the house about my garage just to see how long, once you hit the button, how long it takes to go up. And then if you just hit it, how long it takes to go back down. I would assume it takes, 45 seconds at least to go up completely and down completely, Mike, wouldn't you say?
No.
You don't think it takes that long?
No.
Oh, it definitely takes that long.
No.
Yeah, it definitely does. So let's just say it does. Let's just say it takes
my garage
30 seconds.
My garage door don't take 45 seconds to go up.
Well, this house is, I don't know how old the garage door opener is, but the house is, she's been there 50 years. So.
But, like, truthfully, though, how many hit the garage door open now? Everybody has, and I was talking to my buddy, like, everybody has an app, and they just hit it, and it.
Yeah,
like,
but do you think that she did, though, at her age,
Like, why wouldn't she? Like, we aren't talking about.
Maybe.
We aren't talking about an average 84-year-old person, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about somebody, like, if I'm worth $40 million.
Well, she wasn't, though.
But if I was.
Yeah.
If I was worth $40 million.
Right.
My mom and dad are going to have the best TV that they want. They can, like, she did her own thing, but, like, I'm giving gifts that are, like,
top of the line,
that would make her life easier, not in.
Okay.
Because I'm going to be in New York. I'm going to want to see. Who's to say?
Well, that leads. I don't mean to cut you off. But that leads me into something else. Dot to Dot says 10 to 15 seconds on the garage door. I don't know about that. I mean, I must have a very old garage door.
You don't have an old garage door, though. How you can't have one?
But look, here's the deal. Here's my biggest thing on this is I'm gonna have, like, I had the Ring app on my phone for my parents' cameras.
Right.
So somebody has to have, either Annie and Tommaso or Savannah or Cameron, one of those three.
Thank you, Kelly.
Have to have that app on their phone. And if that image came up, you can't tell me. I mean, I guess maybe they could say they were asleep and they didn't see it. But somebody had to have that image.
Does it alert you?
Yeah. Like well, I don't have. I have a Ring, so I don't know what Nest does. But I'm assuming if somebody's got Nest, you guys let us know. I'm assuming that it alerts you just like a Ring camera does, and it's very real.
Is it based off motion or is it based off of?
It's based off motion, yeah. And you can set the sensitivity to it. So if you get a notification on there, it seems like somebody would have known this. So Who knows? I don't really know. Let's see. AT&T wiped the app from the alerts. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot going on here, but I do know this: the person had to stay there for that camera to come back online. I do know that, right? And if everybody's camera in that area went offline, there's a reason for that.
And then it came back online.
And yeah, hers came back on. It had to come back online.
What time did everybody else's cameras come back online?
Right after that. Right after
Right
this
after
situation.
what?
This whole situation, allegedly, the abduction. I think they said around 2:30-ish, something like that.
So it went offline at what time?
1:47, I think.
1:47, and the camera came back online when?
It picked up a detection, I think, at 2:12 or 2:27. I'd have to go back to the timeline. We can look at it. 2:12 software detects a person on the camera, but no video is available. So what does that really mean? You know what I mean?
It's in a bag, in a black bag, so it doesn't.
Maybe.
So does it have? Let me ask a question. Does it have a microphone, or is it just a camera? Does it pick up audio?
Mine does.
I mean, you can hear talking, so I'm assuming
mine does, but I don't know about these. But I'm sure if he was left there alone, he wouldn't have been talking to anybody else unless he called someone. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he called someone while he was still there. But what I'm saying is, I think he had to still be there.
Y'all might call me crazy.
Yeah.
But in certain situations, like if let's say I'm coaching, right?
Yeah.
And I got coaches that are sitting over there, but I'm sitting here, and I'm a head coach or a defensive coordinator, and I'm sitting there. You can't tell. I'll kind of walk away and be like, "Oh my God, Clark, did you call the right play?" When the game's on the line, or when something, I'll say like, "Clark, get your shit together." Like,
yeah.
And I say it to myself, but
Yeah.
I say it out loud, and they're like, "So you can't tell me if you're in that kind of situation,
Yeah.
and you aren't like." And I've been coaching for 25 years, but I don't want to make a mistake. And I don't want to make a mistake in a football game or this. I couldn't imagine being in that kind of situation where,
Yeah.
if I miss a fingerprint,
Yeah, for sure.
then I didn't do my job right. Like,
Yeah.
they can come get me. Like, there's like, so you can't tell me that he's not saying stuff to himself. Hurry up, I got 5 minutes left. Like, it's just gonna come out. I've been into enough interrogation rooms. When we walk out of the room, they know they're being recorded, and they start speaking their thoughts. And they forget that they're being recorded. So I'd like to know if that camera had audio, and did it sync back up to the cloud. And I heard there were several cameras in the house. So if he left, right, and then where's that camera footage? Because if the car left and he stayed inside, then wouldn't that come back online and you would get that video as well?
What happened?
So I'd heard that there was like a nanny cam, and there's some other things that were in that house.
Yeah, and they haven't said anything else about those cameras, so we don't know.
And so if that ghost car,
Angel, thank you so much for becoming a Patriot Pride family member. Welcome to the family.
if that ghost car left,
Yeah.
wouldn't
With
all,
those other ones, yeah.
and if he's in the house, where's that info?
It's a good point. Unless,
See,
I
I
mean-
don't think he left. I think when he left, that car left. I don't think the car drove off and left him there.
you don't think so?
No.
So you think he stayed? Somebody cleaned the property up. Somebody had to clean the property up. I'm telling you, man.
I'm not saying they didn't.
So I think that's what they were doing in there that entire time they were in there.
So you think that let's just say you think that one person can clean that whole area from bedroom to front door in 41 minutes?
Well, if we remember, who we're talking about here and what experience some other person has in his AP biology, then possibly.
But I think if that's the theory, right? Like I'm not saying that he wasn't sitting there to clean up.
Yeah.
I think he was sent there to misinterpret crime. Like, I think he was there to plant stuff more than clean stuff. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
I think he was. If we're going down that theory, with him being the bio, I think he was there to, like, plant evidence as he cleaned it, just to CYA, right? Like,
Yeah.
to stage everything. I think he was more of a stager than a cleaner, in my opinion.
Right. Possibly. I mean, I don't know. I still just can't. I can't figure it all out. But the idea about the signal jammer it makes a lot of sense on one hand to me. Because
But if you
because we would have never gotten that footage if they hadn't stayed there.
I can get that, but I think it cut back online. I don't think now maybe they could have left and then come back later because they knew that the front door camera was gone.
Well, somebody had to come back and pick them up, right? So
No, I know.
if the ghost car left, the cleaner's still there, right? Somebody still has to come back and pick him up.
I think there was 3 people there. I think there was the driver, the getaway. I think somebody went in the front door that kind of was the distraction and this, that, and the other. And I think they did it at different times. And I think somebody came in the back door. There's your 3. Like the guy that's in the car is kind of like your lookout, and I'm sitting in the car and making sure all the technical stuff.
Jenny, yeah, that's fine. Anybody's welcome to restream us. That's the goal. I don't mean to cut you off, Mike, but the goal is to get the name Patriot Pride out. So whoever can use our information, if it helps someone, we're here for them. But the goal of Patriot Pride is just to get the name Patriot Pride out so that we can help more military families. That's what we're here to do, guys, is just create recognition for our brave men and women that sacrifice every single day for us to have our freedoms and that we never even think about. So, yeah, you guys, that's the main goal here, is to help as many people as we can. And by doing in order for us to do that, the name Patriot Pride has to get out there. So, but thank you for asking, Jenny. So, yes, he's more than welcome. But no, Mike, I agree with you.
I think there was 3 people, right? I don't think there was 4 or 5. The more mouths, the more talking. But I think there was 3 people. Front, you got a driver, and I think they all left at the same time. That's me personally.
You think they all left at the same time?
I do.
So if that's the case, then why do you think that there's not more video footage?
Who's to say there ain't?
Yeah, that's true.
Right? Like,
yeah.
Go back to, okay, supposedly it was such a hard thing that they had to do to, like, scrub. Thank you.
Beauty, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. If Nancy only uses the garage, how did she get the notification a package was at the door? Good question. I don't know. Sikorsky, hey, I'm working till 11. Y'all going to be around then? I don't know. We'll see.
I'm sure we will.
We'll see.
Don't say nothing about nothing, Adam.
As long as people want to talk, we'll talk. So, Boots and Back Talk, thank you so much. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the Patriot Pride family. We appreciate you. So, yeah, there's just so many different things it could be. I just thought that thinking back on that signal jammer, it
makes sense. And
yeah.
I like I said, you asked me in 2 or 3 days after I process it, I might tell you something different.
Yeah.
But I hadn't thought about that, right? Like, I have not thought about, hey, you had a ghost car, they left, and then, okay, so who's coming back, right? Like, I don't think he had to come back. I don't think he came back to that driveway. If he came back,
and he met him down the road.
Met him down the road. They went out that back door, and that's why they went out the back door, right? Instead of turning right.
Yeah.
The doors were propped open. He dropped a bunch of bleach to clean up everything. They propped the doors open so it would air out. And I went out the back door, out the gate, made a left, and went down through the back. That's what maybe made the dogs bark. Like,
Carla, thank you so much. Welcome to the Patriot Pride family.
So that could be a plausible. And hey, you picked me up a couple of miles down the road, right?
So Ram Jammer says that he can 100% tell you that it was a 2014 to 2018 Kia Soul. Okay, good information. Thank you.
That went by the front of the house.
Yeah.
I love how people, like, they do their own investigation and can come back and bring you something that is.
Yeah. So it was interesting too, guys. I don't know if you know this, but and I don't know if you saw it or not, but the other night, guys, I had an honor of being on a panel with I was on with Alex from Criminal Network.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I was on with Sleuth, and we were up there with the Zach It was pretty cool, man. Shirley, thank you so much. Welcome to the Patriot Pride family. It was really cool, guys.
And you got to talk to Zach, who supposedly sold
the Range Rover to Luke. Yeah, it was very, very interesting.
And he didn't have to do that. He's in another country, like, and he took the time. Like, he made me feel better about him.
That's a good point. They left the doors open to air out the house after cleaning it, and they came back, called the police. Yeah, maybe that's a good point. But yeah, so Rachel, we're talking about, we got to be part of an interview with Zach, that the guy that allegedly sold Luke the Range Rover. We got to be on a panel with him the other day, and Sleuth needs scuba divers, yeah. And Sleuth's such a great guy, and Alex such a great guy. I don't know Monk yet, but I know I'm sure he's a great guy. He's very intelligent.
Hey,
I can't wait to meet him.
I got to watch a little bit of Juice the other day. Like,
Juice is cool, yeah.
Juice was
cool guy.
Yes.
He was in the chat. He may be in the chat. I'm not sure yet. Juice is he's cool. All those guys out there, they're just so supportive, and that's what I'm so appreciative of. Is this community? That's what we're here to do, guys. If this is not a competition, guys, right? We're all here. We're trying to find answers for, in particular, this case for Nancy, right? That's the reason we're here, guys. We're not in competition for clicks and views and all this and that. We're here to, number one, hopefully you guys enjoy just spending time with us, right? And we're here to find answers for Nancy, but ultimately we're here to spread the word about Patriot Pride and, help military families. That's why we're here. But what we're doing here is we're all a big community together, guys. I
don't mean to interrupt you,
No,
but I got to
ahead.
tell you this story.
Yeah.
So as I was watching last night, just with Alex, and I try to support him, because as much as he's given to us, so I just kind of. It was late, but I fast forwarded kind of towards the end, and Juice was sitting there talking to this person. They wanted to get their picture with him, and so they got out of the car, and he had done packed up. It was dark, or getting dark, and one of the neighbors come with the dog walking by,
Yeah.
and he just kind of got irate.
Oh, really?
And it's like, I'm sick of this, blah blah blah, and like took a picture of the people's tag who got out and was talking to Juice and getting a picture with him. And the guy was saying something, and Alex, I wouldn't want. Alex is a nice guy, but I wouldn't want to have to face him in a dark alley.
No,
right?
for sure, yeah.
And so the guy's trying to talk to Juice, or trying to talk. No, the neighbor was trying to talk to the driver.
Yeah.
And the wife that was in the van.
Yeah.
And he would say something, and Alex would respond to the neighbor like the neighbor was talking to Alex. The guy wasn't even talking to Alex. Alex is on down the road, but he was sitting there, and he's like, blah, 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 blah. And Alex is like, and just went off on the dude. And the dude did not say one word to
Alex does not care. But Alex does not care, dude.
But it just shows you, like, he's like, hey, we got everybody's back out here.
Yeah.
And you know what he said?
What?
He goes, I'm sick of this, and we need to heal. And Alex is like, oh, I'm sorry, the neighbors need to heal. We got Nancy missing.
Yeah,
Excuse
for sure.
me.
Yeah.
And it was just, it made me think, like, hey, like, Alex, he inserted himself into that right there because they were trying to say something to Juice and this, that, and the other. And Alex is like, oh, hell no, I got your back, bro.
That's funny. It's funny how these trolls speak all this shit, and then they just, when you call them out, it's not a problem anymore, right?
I don't know if you want me cooking any kind of burgers. We'll let Adam cook the burgers.
Yeah. So once we handled those little couple trolls, we hadn't had any problems anymore. These people,
so
man.
We've had some trolls in here.
Well, we got, I don't know, 1,200 people watching. Two's not too bad, but people are just haters, man. They're just haters, and we're not going to deal with that over here.
Right.
I mean, it's all about love and each other here. We're just here to have a good time and hang out with each other and see if we can find out some answers and get everybody's opinion on what's going on. So, you want to do a panel?
Yeah, sure.
Guys, you guys want to do a panel? Put a 1 in the chat if you guys want to do a panel. If you guys want to come up here and speak your opinions and see if we can figure out something. Miss Long, thank you so much for becoming a Patriot Pride family member. We appreciate you. You guys want to do a panel? Put a 1.
He said they saw you made me a mod and ran.
What did I do?
Said something about, hey, he saw me.
Ram Jammer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I made him a mod, yeah. I don't think people want to mess with that dude.
Hey, well, welcome aboard being
Yeah.
the mods. We have the best mods.
We do. I agree with that. We have some great mods, and you guys do a great job. And Jim, real quick, I threw you in an extra burger, steak, and brisket today, so your order went out today. So hopefully you guys like it.
Whoa.
50, Mrs. Long. Good night.
Whoa.
Dang, thank you so much. That is awesome. Hey, if you guys get a membership from Mrs. Long, hey, you got to make sure you guys thank her.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't really even know what it means, but I appreciate it. I don't know. Dang, thank you guys.
That means we're probably like 7 or 8 away now.
Thank you guys so much. Please make sure you thank Mrs. Long.
You did?
Unbelievable. Yeah, that is unbelievable. Wow. A bunch of selfish, self-centered neighbors there. Yeah, I don't know. Please make sure you thank Mrs. Long, guys, if you got a gift of a membership. That is unbelievable. I have never seen that before. I've never seen anybody
What's
gift
it
that many
doing
memberships.
now?
It's just gifting people memberships.
Is that so? It automatically just gives them?
Yeah. Is that not?
I don't know.
That's the most awesome thing ever.
I'm not technology, but hey, thank you so much. That's awesome.
That is unbelievable. Thank you so much. I cannot thank you enough. That is unbelievable. Wow.
He said, "See what happens when you love the Rammer Jammer."
Sheila, welcome to the Patriot Pride family. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. Guys, thank you guys so much. I just want to take a moment and just thank you. This is all about you guys. If it weren't for you, we could not be doing this. We would. We'd probably be sitting here drinking some bourbon and, making some videos. But
We were doing it when we had 100 people watching.
shoot, 40 people. Yeah, I mean, we were doing it. But, guys, this is awesome to have a community that we can interact with you guys and get your opinions on this. And who knows, maybe between us and Mab and Dolly and
They
Criminal
said that
Network.
means you have 50 new members.
But between all of us, maybe we can figure out what's going on here, right? I mean,
100%.
that's what it's all about. So thank you guys so much. I just can't thank you enough for the support that you show. Time and time again, you guys come back and hang out with us. I'm not sure
I
why.
remember when you had 300.
I'm not sure why, but I'm very appreciative that you have. So if you're here for the first time or if you have not hit the subscribe button yet, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, guys. I want to try to get to, let me see where we're at. I want to try to get to
6,000.
Well, I'm trying to get to 6,000, but my goal tonight is 5,850. We're at 5,801. So we just need 49 more subscribers, guys. So if you guys if you haven't hit the subscribe button for me yet, please just make sure. We've got like 1,200 people in here, guys. So mods, somebody put how many likes do we have? Let me know how many likes we have. So guys, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, please hit that. Let's try to get to 5,850 tonight. And then I don't know how many likes we have, but if you hadn't hit the like button, please make sure you hit that like button for me. 726 likes. We've got over 1,000 people in here, guys. So let's try to get to 1,000 likes tonight. That's going to be our goal. So
That's so cool to see all them greens now.
it's so awesome. Everybody's so unbelievable. We've got well over 1,000 people in here, guys. So if you're here and you're watching, it helps us out so much if you just hit the like button, right? So please hit the like button for us, and let's drop a link here, guys, and we'll bring you guys up and we'll talk. And you can talk about what we've talked about tonight, or you can talk about any other theory. Whatever you guys want to talk about, we'll talk about. I just thank you guys for being here with us. We always enjoy Wednesdays and Sundays coming and talking to you guys. So thank you so much. Let's see who's in here. See if anybody's in here yet.
So, do you have a busy day today?
Every day's busy, brother. Especially when I'm trying to do some research for the show and everything, Trying to make sure we bring you guys good content.
Yeah, I started lessons at 3 and ran all the way and then drove here
Yeah.
to get.
All right, we need 41 more, guys. We'll be at 5,850. So please make sure you hit that subscribe button
So
for us.
when you started this and we started talking, did you ever think we would be here?
Not this quick. No, never. I never thought that we would get this much support this fast. And Ryan. The thing about it is Ryan Sikorsky. Thank you so much. It's great to see you. Ryan's looking down with that little grin he's got and that little laugh he's got, and he's thanking you guys so much. And I can hear him right now, guys. So that's what it's all about. And giving back to these families, that's what it's all about. All right, guys, we got Donnie Lee in the backstage. Sometimes it's kind of hard to hear Donnie, but we'll see what happens. Again, I'll drop this link one more time, guys, if you guys want to come up and chat with us. We'd love to get your opinions on things, and we always love to interact with you guys. So there's the link again. So let me bring up Donnie here. Hey Donnie, how you doing, sir?
Yeah, he's muted.
You're muted, Donnie. We got Miss Patricia.
I'm doing good.
Hold on one second, Donnie.
All right.
Hey, Miss Patricia, how you doing?
Fine. How are y'all tonight?
We're doing
We're
great.
good.
Hold on
Well,
one
that's
second. Let me
great.
bring a couple more people in. Hold on. What's up, Miss Fit? How you doing?
Pretty good.
Let me bring Mab
Thanks.
in, guys, and that's all I'm gonna bring in right now, and then we'll bring some more people in. Hold on.
What is
Mabster,
good?
what's up, man? How you doing?
Been working all day on the gardening thing.
It's good to see you, man. Thanks for coming in. So we got about 5 people up here. So Donnie, you were first, so you can have the floor first. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. Can you all hear me real good?
We can hear you better than we have in the past.
Yeah. So how are you doing? What do you think's going on here?
Well, I think you're right about the ghost car. I think you're right on the money with the ghost car. And the back door is being propped open. I think that's how they took her out of it.
You think they took her out through the back doors? Mab, what do you think? What's going on, brother?
Oh, not much. Just working.
Yeah.
Just got Mrs. Mab's gardens ready to plant.
Nice. Did you hear any of the stuff we covered tonight?
Yeah, I did some. I was going on double speed through some of it and caught up.
What do you think about it? You think that it's an option or what? As far as there being signal jammers and the guy staying behind and cleaning up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there was at least 3 involved.
Yeah, certainly.
I think this R.R. Nolek guy probably was one of them.
So you think that he had something to do with it?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you heard, but a little bit of conflicting theory here. We had someone in the chat say that they were related to someone that worked for Pima County, and that they had seen that person walking that dog there before. But then we also saw Alex and Juice out there, and they were interviewing neighbors, and they'd interviewed like 5 or 6 or 7 different neighbors, and nobody had seen that person before. So we don't really know still kind of where that is, you know.
And they said
Even if that isn't him, that doesn't mean, he's not camping in the area. I don't think he's living at the apartment. I mean, I'm going to go by there again offline and just check it out, but I think he monitors the apartment from wherever he is, just like Sleuth said. He came down to get service, probably.
Right.
And emailing him at the time he was there, and it's like looking right at him. It's like crazy.
Right.
I think.
I got the truck identified. It's a 67 to 68 Chevy truck.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, I got.
Misfit, what do you think?
I'm sorry I'm a little late. I missed the first about 30 minutes, but are we still thinking it's Richard?
So we're not really talking about Richard tonight. We didn't really specifically say, and so we're more or less talking about the porch guy, and thinking that maybe there was some type of signal jammer used. So when
Yeah, I did get that part. Okay, so we don't really know who the porch guy really might be yet, though.
Right.
Okay, I was still thinking along your idea with the Richard thing, but if it was him, he would have to have like at least 2 other people. I agree with that too. I don't think even Richard could do it by himself.
Right. Patricia, Miss Patricia, what do you think?
I still think it was Materhead and Annie.
Materhead.
And I bet you anything they had Luke involved.
Okay, so Miss Patricia still thinks that Luke and Tommaso and Annie's involved with it.
Yeah.
Anybody else think that?
Tommaso may. I'm not sure about Tommaso. I think somebody more powerful in the upper echelons of honeypots is probably behind this.
So I've been thinking about that a little bit, and I like that theory. But what is so if we're going with that theory, and even Mike thinks this too, what is the motivation behind it?
Mike.
What is the motivation behind it?
Truthfully,
Punishing Savannah.
So what do you think, Mike?
I think it's to shut Savannah up.
So Mab, you think it's punishment. Mike, you think it's to shut them up.
Well, I think so Savannah does the interviews with 7 people,
Right.
during the time, and what people don't think, and I don't want to get into the politics side of things, but there was a certain president that was going to go testify, and she interviewed him. They're going to testify. She asked some really hard questions, and now all of a sudden they're going to go testify on a certain thing at a certain time.
Yeah, this is a really interesting thing, guys, and I don't know if you know this, but we did this on one of our theories before. So the Clintons got subpoenaed on April the 26th of 2025 to testify. And so
in an Einstein investigation.
Yeah. And so they put it off and put it off and put it off, and then they finally agreed to testify on February the 3rd.
What time? When did she go missing?
The night of the 31st.
And who is the husband?
Michael.
Oh, yeah, Michael. Yeah, Michael.
And what did he do?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
and
he was a Clinton cleaner.
And that's what I'm talking about. If it wasn't a connection there, then I would be like, okay. And just let me be honest. When he was governor and when he was running for president, how many people have gone missing or unalived during them events? You can't have that many. That's not a coincidence. That's that people go missing. Well, let me ask you a question. All the people that Savannah interviewed.
But what do you think the information she had would be?
There's no telling what.
You just think that they didn't want them to continue to do any more
and digging
into it.
So you tell me, like, and who's to say, like, the people that she interviewed, how many people are still alive today that she's interviewed?
I think only one of them.
Out of 7.
Yeah.
Like,
not
Virginia
I
got hit by a bus, right, Church? In Australia.
Yeah.
Like, so.
And she lived.
So
no, she died.
No, she lived from that. That's what I'm saying. That's what.
And then died again.
And then died afterwards.
Yeah. So how that's coincidence? Get this shit out of here. Yeah. That's where I'm at. Like, and that I've thought that from day one, and I will go to and do all the other theories and put my mind there, going, hey, if this happens, look. If it's a snake, it's a snake. If it's a bear, it's a bear. Yeah. If you got 100 people that have went missing, or what are we talking about? A missing case. Nobody's saying she's missing. This just disappeared.
Well, that's what Mab thinks. And guys, I don't mean to. Donnie and Patricia and Misfit will get to you, but Mab thinks. I don't mean to put words in your mouth, but he said that he thinks that she may still be alive somewhere. I'm
not saying that. I'm not. I think she is unalived. But I'm just saying, like, you have people that have gone missing. If it was...
Yeah, listen, Church. Given that situation that you're talking about, people going missing, you've got Cameron, who's in intelligence, right?
Mm-hmm.
We know that Einstein is alive and out. We know that Ghislaine is alive and out. I think he just got pardoned, even. And, I mean... he wouldn't have even gone where he went if it wasn't for Savannah Guthrie. So if you thought that your mother was going to get X'd or axed, wouldn't you hide her away somewhere? That's why nobody's looking for her, because she's not missing. Nobody looks for this woman.
I think she went missing because of Savannah doing the interviews, and they were like, okay, they're getting too close. And
either one or the other.
So what?
I've got it.
She's either dead or alive. I mean, of course.
Go ahead, Misfit. Go ahead. What were you saying?
Okay, let's just say, like, Tommaso could be involved too, though. Wouldn't the FBI would have went back and investigated some of this, don't you think, or no?
Yeah, certainly. I mean,
I love our FBI agents, right? I love
Right.
love the
They
people
would
who
have.
I love the
think they
people
would
who are
have-
working on the ground. But let me ask you one question. What just happened in the last 2 or 3 days with our former FBI director? You think there ain't no holdover? You don't think there ain't no holdovers over him? Our former FBI director is actually got indicted on something where it has just a date of possibly unaliving a president. I love our FBI agents, and but I don't trust the high power in FBI because they can be bought. It's just like, I don't care if you're a politician, right? If you get that high up in the FBI, you're a politician. You don't get appointed to that spot because you're good. You get appointed to that spot because you've done a favor for somebody. And if you've done think about it. Think about coaching, right? There's very few coaches out there and let's just talk about rec ball, or how many teams get started because they feel like their kid is getting coached by daddy ball. Right? Like their best friend plays at this position, the coach's son plays here, and it's all about who you know, right? My grandfather taught me a long time ago, it's not about what you know, it's not about who you know, it's about who knows you. And if nobody knows who I am, then I can't get promoted in so-and-so. So they're going out going, hey, I want my name out there, so I'll scratch your back, or I know enough lobbyists out there that go, hey, I'll give you $100,000 if you write that into a bill. Like that's what their jobs are.
So Nosy, if you want to send some pictures, you can send it to patriotprideusa.org.
You can kick rocks, Jason, if you want to. I'm telling you how I feel like that's part of the Nancy Guthrie case.
So you can send it to patriotprideusa.org@gmail.com. That's the email address if you want to send us pictures of the Kia. So Donnie, what do you think, man? Sorry, we're all talking here, but Donnie, what do you think? You're on mute, Donnie. All right. Patricia, what do you think?
Well, if y'all think that it's got something to do with the president or whatever,
we're not saying that. We're not.
I'm just saying, what you thought, the theory you're talking about. It's just like Pena County down there, where old Marty Feist down there. He put his buddies in office, and really, we don't know how much training the FBI's got. They could have less training than they do down there.
Well, I think what Mike's saying, I think what we're saying is, it's not a political thing. There's bad people on both sides of the aisle. There's crooked cops on both sides of the aisle. That's all we're saying here. That it's not one person or another person.
I still think it was too personal, because for them to go in there and clean up that house, knowing that they're going to get everything in the house, they're going to get the house, who all's going to benefit from that? It'll be Materhead and Annie.
Yeah, for sure.
Possibly all of them.
I think all of them.
I guarantee you that she had a life policy out.
Well, listen to
where that Cameron got something, and Savannah, she wasn't worried about Savannah because Savannah makes all the money.
You don't think they're going to make $100 million on a movie deal?
100.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And they're gonna split that 4 ways, I bet you.
Maybe.
But that picture of that porch guy that you had up tonight on the thumbnail, that looks so much like Materhead standing there.
Materhead.
Well, I mean, let's think about what we know, right? Like, obviously, the guy hadn't been caught. It's 87 or 88 days, and he hadn't been caught. And people think that this is just coincidence or luck or this, that, and the other. Like, let me ask you a question. How many other cases of an 84-year-old that has gone missing that hadn't been found, or that has not gone 87 days or 88 days, however long it's taken, right? Like, you have to have I don't believe in coincidences to it. That had to be a perfect storm for it to go 88 days and not. You had to have connection in the local law enforcement, and then by contaminating the scene, by not collecting evidence, by all of these things, like being in law enforcement in the past, like I worked for 3 different sheriffs, and none of my sheriffs would have handled it the way he handled it, right?
Yeah,
And you
but
can't.
see, Cameron's got all the connections. Him and Mater had both.
All right, give me 1 second. All right, so real quick, guys, let's all take a minute for a breath. We all have opinions, and we all get, I guess you'd say, emotional about our opinions, right? And that's okay. That's what we're here to do.
I'm
Because
not fussing or nothing.
no, Patricia, I'm talking to everybody. I'm talking to the chat. I'm talking to everybody. Sometimes everybody's just real. They
Well,
really.
I mean, I'm
Hold
just
on,
like everybody
Patricia.
else out here. Everybody's got their own opinion.
Patricia.
Everybody can speak their opinion.
Patricia, hold on 1 second. I'm talking to the chat. I'm talking to everybody. So give me 1 second. Anyway, all I'm saying is we all get very attached to what we think, right? And that's innate. That's humanly innate for us to do that, right? But at the end of the day, we got to remember we're all here for each other. We're all here to have a good time. We're all here to try to figure out what's going on. So don't let our emotions overtake our intelligence, right? Any of us, me included. So let's just take a breath, enjoy one another. We got a lot of people in here. So let's remember what we're here for, and let's just have a good time and try to figure out if we can find out what in the world's going on with Nancy. So, all right, we're back to it. All right, so Misfit. Actually, let's go back to Donnie. Donnie, I was trying to get back to you, but I couldn't hear you earlier. So did you have anything else you wanted to say?
Sorry, I was being 18 years ago. I had a kidney transplant, so I was in the bathroom. Sorry about that.
Oh, you good?
That's why you couldn't get a hold of me.
Okay, that's cool.
What was the question?
I just didn't know if you had anything else you wanted to add to what we were talking about tonight.
Well, I think there was like 3 others helping Millette
Okay.
because he knew a lot about it, and how he said, others was, like his family, is what he said, ended her life on February 1st.
Right.
Now, he did say that. And I think he has a lot to do with it.
Right. Okay. Misfit, what do you think?
I'm just gonna listen from here. I just appreciate for letting me come up and just kind of talking about.
We appreciate you being here, man. We always appreciate the support from everybody. And again, guys, we get passionate about what we believe in. All of us do. That's just a human trait. That's what we all do. But we can't let that overtake. And Patricia, I don't want you to think I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to you. The chats are getting kind of heated. So I just want to make sure everybody understands we're here to have our own opinions and respect each other's opinions and just have a good time. So we'll go back to Patricia. So what do you think, Patricia? Anything else?
Well, I mean, I just think that that's what's going on.
Yep.
I think all of them's in on it, and they're gonna split all the money they can, and crap on Nancy.
Yeah.
Because you know a woman that lives by herself, she's gonna fight, even if she's 84 years old, she's gonna fight.
Right.
So if they went in there and cleaned up, they're gonna make sure everything's in place and all that stuff. Or maybe she knew the attackers and didn't fight.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. I wonder how much fight. Obviously, she had some fight left in her for sure. So, Mab, what do you think?
Well, I think she fought.
I do too. And I don't think they expected that, right?
No.
No.
I think they may have sedated her eventually.
Yeah, and that's another theory we kind of covered is, what if, in fact, that they thought that she had been sedated enough, right?
dinner?
Yeah, exactly. What if they thought that she had been sedated enough at dinner, and then, this whole thing was planned out, and then when they got in there, she actually was not sedated enough, right? And then so she woke up, and then, they had to kind of change course on what was going down, and then,
The other theory I had is that the guy on the porch was blowing her camera up with those flowers and shit to get her to come out on the front porch. Because I think he stuck those flowers up there and left them there, and it looked like there was a moth on the lens or something, and it was kind of blowing her phone up, and she had to come out, see what was going on, and then they grabbed her. That's one theory.
If I would have seen that, and this is me, if I'd have seen that and my phone kept going off, I'd just silence my phone and roll back over and go to sleep and fix it in the morning.
You would have seen, if you would have seen what?
Just
she in particular liked
the cover of a moth, thinking of moth landed on the Ring camera, right?
Well, if she would have gotten a notification, she would have seen exactly what we saw in that camera. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what I think Mab's saying is maybe he was trying to bring her to the door.
Well, all you gotta do is if it's a motion sensor, you walk to the door. If I'm gonna see that first,
I'm not going to the door if I see that.
Right, like no matter what I put over the thing. So I don't. I'm not saying it could have possibly. I don't. That's not. I don't see.
I think the timeline is screwed up too.
I do too. Kate made a good point. She says I think she found out who it was by pulling the mask off, and so maybe once she pulled that mask off, then maybe shit hit the fan after that point.
Could be.
Yes, I recognized me.
But so you think that happened at the front? I
don't know. That's what I can't figure out. I can't figure that out.
So now let's think about it. If you're going to, do you think this was a for hire deal?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, do you think you think this is average individuals who are not?
I think they're dumbasses, but
they
were hired to do it.
They can't be dumbasses if they're 88 days free and we got all this information.
Well, they're not complete idiots, but we have a complete idiot running the show, right? Nanos.
But
anybody with a brain would have forensically done that job right. He screwed that pooch so bad that it probably died.
But here's the thing, like why? Why did he do it?
Maybe he's in on it. I mean, he's crooked as shit.
I'm not saying he's in on it, but like, let me ask you a question. I was watching a show last night, and it was about like a heart transplant, right? So you had this recipient that was supposed to receive this heart or a liver, and so she was supposed to receive the liver, and got called. She was on the transplant list, all this kind of stuff. She was 10 or 11 years old, and this is TV, but I mean, think about it being real life. And all of a sudden, the day of her transplant, they get a call and say, "Oh, it was a clerical error. You're not on the transplant list." The dad goes ape shit and does all this stuff, creates this stuff, and he goes basically in and holds the hospital hostage. They do the research and come to find out the CEO of the hospital had a niece that was missing, or that was on the liver transplant, right? And the clerical error was we're going to transfer the liver to her.
And give it to her.
You tell me that don't happen on daily basis?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
So if something could be so corrupt with an 11-year-old, right? Who's to say that, hey, we need this person eliminated, like, because they might thought that she had something in her safe. They might have thought, like, who's to say why? All I'm saying is
something in their safe of maybe her daughter's that was very, very important.
And Tucson, Arizona is far enough away for her to feel, okay, put it there. Nobody would think that it would be at an 84-year-old's house. Well, if I'm doing phone taps and I know this and I know that, you telling me they can't phone tap that? You telling me that, like, why ain't the information being put out? Like in any other case, all the information has come out, right?
Sure. Have you seen the video on Wi-Fi being able to tell who is in your house and where in the house they are and how many is in your house?
Yeah.
Just based on Wi-Fi.
Just based off your Wi-Fi, and it'll give you heat signatures, right? Like,
Yeah.
so, and that's real. That's real stuff.
Real.
If we are talking about ghost cars and this, that, and the other, like, either you have different levels of criminal. You have different criminal levels, right? Mm-hmm. You got the opportunists. They just doing it because they're doing it and hoping they don't get caught, and then and they usually get caught. And then you have different levels, and that's why everybody says, like, hey, mob or this or that. I don't think they're really saying that it's mob. I think they're saying that it's bigger than, I don't want to say government involved and this involved, but it's bigger than just your normal burglary. It's a crime entity that people are working and moving together to get rich and to keep their butts out of trouble. That's what I think.
So my opinion is a little different than that. I still think I think that it's all about money, in my opinion. I think that it's all about, I think it was a ransom gone wrong, an abduction gone wrong, in my opinion. I definitely don't think it was somebody random.
So can I ask you a question? Why her? Why her? Why not like Elon Musk family member, or why not
one of his 40 kids?
Why not somebody that is like a Bill Clinton, or somebody who's worth more than 40 million?
Because I think it's a family involved. So I still think, and I'm not accusing anyone, obviously. This is just, I'm not slandering or defaming anyone or any of that stuff. But I still think at the end of the day, I go back and I look, what are the facts and what makes the most sense, right? And we know what the facts are. And at the end of the day, I get all that. And that could definitely be the story, both Mab and Mike, and anybody that thinks that. It definitely could be the story. I'm not saying it couldn't be. But I just try to look at what makes the most sense, right? And like somebody said, who has the most to gain from this?
Well, how about you think, like, and how I'm thinking is who has the most to lose, right?
Yeah.
It's not about in my opinion, it's not more about who has the most to gain. It's what are you willing to do to protect what you have? And that's where I am, and I think that's where we differ a little bit. As far as what you're saying. My bad, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that's cool. But anyway, so I think that the people that have the most to gain, obviously, Savannah doesn't need any gain. Cameron doesn't need any gain, I don't think. I think that Annie and Tommaso, again, we don't know their financial...
they haven't even paid their taxes on the house yet?
I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't know their financial position.
They're going to be in trouble, like, quick.
Well, here's the deal. So I think they have the most to financially gain from this. I think, allegedly, like I said, I think they have the power of attorney, and I think the estate, the revocable, the revocable trust is I think they're the custodians of that, right? So I just go back to who has the most, and then Mab, we start looking down this rabbit hole that we put all of these connections together. And we know that the FBI put all of these resources into Luke for a reason, right? And maybe they're still just
not to have a probable cause from a judge,
from a federal judge, and so that maybe they're still dotting their I's and crossing their T's, in my opinion, on that end of the spectrum, because we haven't heard anything else from any federal.
Luke, I mean, I got a picture of Luke that matches the porch guy face exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you have too, but who dresses like Luke did on a 90-degree day and humidity, or not humidity, but, very, very high temperatures. And Luke was dressed like it was 30 degrees out.
Yeah. So I'm going to switch back over real quick to so where I can see here the chat real quick, because I couldn't see the chat, guys. But you guys, I'm interested to see what you think. So if you guys think, TV deals and movie books, I mean, that's a good point. If you guys think the family is involved, put a 1 in the chat. If you don't think the family is involved, put a 2. Because I'm really interested to see what you guys think about this. So 1 if you think family is, 2 if you think they're not.
I think 1.
You think they are?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, we got some 2s. We got 1s and 2s. Okay. Wow.
Well,
that's interesting.
50-50.
Yeah, we've got a
I
mixture. Yeah.
Got a 3. I
Family
don't
is
know. I guess 3's I don't know.
Thank you, End Times Remnant. We appreciate that. Yeah, that's interesting to me that we've got that many ones and that many twos.
That one hurt.
Hold
Guys, you guys mute if you don't mind, please. So that's interesting right there. Not sure. Yeah, really good points, guys. So who knows? I mean, there's a lot of different ones and twos in here. So I'm going to drop another link real quick, guys. And if anybody else wants to join us, you guys are more than welcome to join us. So we go back over here to the panel. So any last words, Patricia, for this panel?
Well, I'm sorry if I offended anybody
Oh,
tonight.
you're good.
Not at all.
Miss Patricia, I promise you that was not directed towards you. It was there was a couple of people in the chat that I was looking at that it got a little heated over there, and I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that, we're just here to express our opinions and not get emotional about it. It was not directed towards you, so don't think that.
Well, I'm just out here trying to find some answers. That's all. And everybody's giving their take, and I figure I give my 2 cents.
And your 2 cents matters.
That's what we want you here for. That's
As
exactly
much as anybody else's.
That's exactly why we love hearing from you every time that we have a show. So you don't think that anything was towards you, Patricia. I promise you it wasn't. I would tell you if it was. It was not towards you.
Well, I want to tell you something. Now, on Nancy's front door,
Yep.
do you remember, she had that iron door, that gate thing on her door?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, if she come in the back door, right, to get in the house.
Maybe.
And 9 times out of 10, you leave that front door locked. So that she had to unlock that door to let them in.
Okay.
Or somebody good.
Yeah. That's a good
She
point.
had to open that door, and for them to, and so that's the reason why I think they come through the back and hit her from behind.
I think that's a good point. Yeah.
Maybe that's the reason why she didn't get to be fighting or something like that.
Right.
And all the blood was in the hallway.
No, that's a good point. That's a really good point.
But I'm still thinking it's Materhead, Annie, and Luke.
Okay.
They all got ties together.
That kind of makes the most sense, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. And I hate to say that for Nancy too, because thinking that somebody's family would do somebody like that, that's just a shame.
I agree with you, for sure. Well, thank you, Miss Patricia. It's always good to hear from you. Thank you so much for being with us, okay?
All right.
See you, Miss
and
Patricia.
Y'all have a good... Well, Mike, I hope you get to feeling better. And don't be doing that ball all that much. You're going to wear yourself out before you hit 60.
I got to do ball. That's all I know. So I got to do ball until I'm past 60.
Yeah, but if you get you a woman out here that's fine and everything, you ain't going to be able to keep up. You're going to have to slow down, son.
That's why I do ball, so I can keep up.
All right, Miss Patricia. We'll see you later.
All right. Y'all have a good one.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Donnie, last words, brother.
Well, I have to interject something. Now, I know I'm going to get off subject, but, it's part of what's going on. The Kia Soul.
Yep.
I had one. I had a white one.
Okay.
I don't know how many months ago, before I got my truck here. But anyways, the Kia Soul, you could put $40 in it, and it'll fill it up, and you could go 398 miles on a gallon of gas.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So
On a tank of
them
gas.
little cars can go a long ways.
Yeah.
Because I could travel from here in West Virginia and go up to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, or down to Charleston, West Virginia, my state capital.
Right.
And they're real good on gas.
I got you.
I don't think the family's in on it. don't think that Tommy and Annie are in on it.
Right.
Or they're, Annie and Savannah's brother. He's just keeping quiet, and he knew it was a kidnapping. He could tell right then and there it was kidnapping.
And who
Yeah.
and who did he say why there was a kidnapping?
Mm-hmm.
What did the brother say to
Savannah.
a sibling?
Because of Savannah. Yeah.
Because of Savannah.
Hold on one second, guys. I know there's a couple people in the backstage. Just hang out with me, and we're getting last words here, and we'll bring some more people up. So go ahead, Donnie.
Yeah, I'm going to make this quick, guys, so they can get up here, because I've been on here, every time you've been on.
We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you.
I want to give others time. I don't want to hog the mic or anything. I'm hoping this gets over and done with, and they get some peace of mind and everything about what's going on. And just nobody in their right mind would ever want anything of their family members, their mom, their dad, their grandma, grandpas, aunts and uncles, sisters, brothers, nieces, nephews, little children to come up dead or kidnapped.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody gets up in the morning and says, I hope one of my family members just up and die, or just, gets kidnapped or taken away. No, nobody.
Yeah.
We love our family members as we love each other in here in Patriots Pride.
I appreciate that, Donnie. That's awesome, man. And it's always good to hear. It's always good to hear from you, Donnie. Everybody's talking about we're gonna pitch in and buy you a new microphone, brother.
Yeah.
Oh, I got something to tell you.
Okay.
I found one at Walmart, and I'm going to get it.
Awesome, man.
Thank you so much.
Well, hey, it's always
And it's not like what you guys are using there.
nice, man.
Nice.
Well, hey, it's always good to hear from you, man. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay.
All right. Y'all have a good one.
All right. See you later, man.
Sure. He
All right,
said,
bye.
Donnie, send your address so I can buy you a better one.
Misfit. Last words.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I've always followed the beginning, and Tommaso was the last one that saw her or whatever. But I mean, like I said, I figured, they would have had something on them by now with the FBI and everything kind of. But who knows? Like, the whole case is messed up. So,
Yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, good luck.
Yeah.
I'm going to be here listening. So,
Thank you, Misfit.
Hey, man, we appreciate you so much, man. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, go Patriots.
All right, man. Yeah, we'll
Right.
see you later, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
All right, bye. Mab, do you want to stay up here? Or I've got a couple people I'm gonna bring in. Do you want to stay or what?
I'll stay for another 15 minutes and I'll bail.
All right, let me bring up some more people here. Hold on a second.
I don't know how you do all this.
And guys, thank you so much for joining us. I hope they're still here with us. All right, we got Judy. Okay, we got a lot of people here. All right, we're bringing Judy in. We're bringing Big Kudos in, and we're bringing Susan in. All right, guys. I hope you guys are doing well. If you guys are not speaking, if you don't mind, just make sure you hit the mute button. And I will give Judy the floor first because we saw her first. So how are you doing, Judy?
Hey, Judy.
Judy, can you hear us? Okay. Big Kudos.
Hello.
Judy.
Hey, Judy.
Is that you?
I have to turn on my TV to hear it because I don't hear you through my phone.
Okay.
Hi.
There'll be a little bit of an echo,
Yeah,
Judy.
hello. TV to hear it because I don't hear you through my phone.
Can you hear us through your phone now?
All right, Judy, I'm going to mute you, okay? And then you can try to work that out. Big Kudos, how are you doing?
Hold on, I'm trying to figure it out.
You're on mute. Let me unmute you, Big Kudos. All right. Now you're unmuted. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
We are doing
good.
wonderful. How do you think? What do you think about what's going on tonight?
Okay.
Hold on, Judy.
I know,
Hold on, Judy. We'll be right back with you, Judy. Go ahead, Miss Kudos.
I had noticed
no.
when the guy was on the porch that no one has spoke about on their streams. I haven't personally heard it spoke about, but they're wondering what's in the guy's left hand.
Yeah.
Well, when he's facing the camera before the foliage is involved, he turned around, kind of looked to the left, but he uses his right. You could tell by his upper arm and his shoulder that he put something, like he took his light
Yeah.
out of his mouth and put it in his left hand. And then as he goes off the porch into the foliage, it's like he's got it cuffed in there, but he's shining the light right into the foliage so he can see what he's picking up.
Right.
So there was DNA on the foliage.
Maybe.
Yeah, and they left it there.
And they left it there. He left it at the porch when he went to the porch.
Right.
I'm wondering, did they take any of that foliage? Or now there's also been said that there was some foliage on top of the blood spots. So
Yeah.
did he go back to get the foliage?
Oh, did the perp go back to get the foliage?
Right. Did the perp go back to get
I
the
don't think
foliage?
so.
And some of that is why it broke off into the blood splatter.
Interesting.
And I'm going,
Well, we know from Monk's Intrigue that his eyes were always looking at the camera because he inverted the color on the video, and he never looked away from the camera. When he looked like he was looking left, he was still looking at the camera. If you watch the interview room where Monk's Intrigue is on the interview room, you'll find that out. But he looked at the camera the whole time and didn't blink the whole time, believe it or not.
yeah, that doesn't surprise me because there are certain disorders and they very often do they blink.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
It kind of goes with what's going on in the brain, is how their eyes react to what's going on upstairs.
Right. All right, guys, let's give Miss Judy the floor. How are you doing, Miss Judy? Can you hear us, Judy? I think Judy's on a delay. Judy, I'm going to put you back on mute. You may have to go out of the StreamYard and come back in. So,
You should be able to hear through the phone.
Yeah.
Make sure your phone's turned up.
and we're going to bring Susan back in to the stage here. Susan, how are you doing? Okay, you got the floor, Miss Susan.
I'm getting still, I guess, that feedback, double feedback.
No, we hear you fine.
We hear you perfect.
You're good on our end. So, so what do you think about what's going on, what we covered tonight?
Okay. Sorry about that. I heard you say Miss Judy also.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead, Susan.
Okay.
What do you think about the case, Susan?
Okay. Sorry. Thanks, ma'am.
Is this the skip tracer?
Yeah, I have everything turned off, so I don't know what's
You're good.
Was there for the
what's going on.
Tell us what you think.
Skip tracer.
Sorry about that. I just wanted to provide some information
Okay.
on this connection. So there was a lady that was arrested last week. She was from California, South California. She was arrested at Los Angeles airport by the name of Shamim Mafi. I don't know if anybody saw that footage or saw that news report. This young lady was charged with arms, weapons, bombs. And for me, the young lady, when I was doing my information and my searches on this young lady for those list of names came back connected to those names. She also
What
had
name?
another name listed on YouTube. And when I saw the picture, I was like, no fucking way. And I looked at him for a long time. It's the same person. I find it suspicious that this young man comes in from Los Angeles. He gets on a train, he drives and rides to Chicago, makes a pit stop in Chicago. Of course, he's not riding on an airplane or anything, I guess,
I have
because
no
they
idea
have
what she's talking about.
This is worse than the cipher.
facial
I have
recognition,
absolutely
or
no
he
idea what
didn't
she's
have the
talking
money
about.
for a plane or whatever, but he rode on a train, made a pit stop in Chicago. He goes over to Washington, D.C., and he's the one that committed that shooting on Saturday.
Yeah.
That young man that committed the shooting on Saturday was a driver for Savannah.
What?
Well, hold on
one
now.
time in the past.
So,
I saw that. I
so
saw that
well,
in the
I
chat.
saw. I
So
want to say this too, and I don't know. First of all, we're not going to get into politics. Anybody in the chat, I'm letting you know. But second of all, Miss Susan, thank you for bringing that up. But I did see that there was a picture of him and her, but it had been confirmed to be an AI picture. So I'm not sure. Do you have more evidence that that's real?
It was off of a news footage. Hold on, let me get. Oh my God, I'm getting the feedback and I'm listening to myself on the.
That's okay. As you look
It's
for that,
kind of confusing me a little bit.
go
Yes,
ahead. Go ahead
it
and
was
look
on
for.
Fox. Wait.
Go ahead and look for that, and I'm going to see if Judy can hear us, and I'll be right back with you in just a second.
All right.
Judy, are you with us? Judy, can you hear us?
Judy.
All right, Judy, I think you're going to have to exit and come back in. So go outside and come back in, and we'll get back with you in a minute. Big kudos. Got anything to add?
No, I just wanted to bring that to awareness. No one had spoke about it.
No.
But I
Yeah,
thought,
I'm glad you did.
Yeah,
when he did come back on the porch, he didn't have the light on in his mouth.
Right.
But I think at one point he got close enough to the door entry or whatever, but he, maybe put it back in his mouth later.
You can turn that light around inside your mouth to point the other way very easily, because I have one.
Yeah, but if you really watch the video, it's like he goes up and takes the bite.
He had something in his hand, but it's not a bite light. It's different. I've seen the picture.
I do too. But I thought, well, what kind of bite light did he have?
Here, I'll go get it. I'll show it. Hold on.
Right.
Oh.
No, that's a really good point, though, Judy. Big kudos. Really good point.
And went over the foliage.
That
and
would
you
be
could
a
see the
huge
light
mistake on his part if he did.
He did, but he didn't. But they didn't take the foliage and they didn't analyze it.
And that's my biggest issue, right?
Why?
Why? Even if they botched it right there at the beginning, like when did they find out blood was on the porch?
Immediately.
They found out immediately that it was on the porch?
Yeah.
Okay, so why didn't they take the mat? Why didn't they take everything that was on the porch right then?
I agree.
So I don't care.
Why didn't they take the tiles up?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Even that.
What's under it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So the biggest thing is I don't care if you're, first weekend, going through the police academy, you're gonna have more common sense.
Yeah.
Than that, right? I would rather take more and be like, oh, I'm sorry, here's your rug back. Once they find her, than not taking it at all and letting, the weather and all erode evidence.
Yeah, for sure.
Hold on. We found him. He's been identified.
So is that allegedly the exact mask, Mab?
It might not be the right color, but it is the same mask.
And did you get that from Walmart?
Yeah. I think it had a gray one.
Yeah.
But this is the bite light right here. And it's a little thing that's,
Yeah.
and you take it apart, and it goes on when you take it in half. You put this part in your mouth.
So when you disconnect it, it automatically comes on.
Mm-hmm.
I got you. Okay.
So, and then you close your mouth,
and it just shuts the light off. It's still on, so it's still on in your mouth, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Though. Yeah. Okay, guys, we
But
only need.
if you got it pointed forward, it'll glow through your lips like this.
I got you. Okay. Cool. All right, Miss. Let's see here. Big kudos. Any last words?
No, not really.
No. Well, listen. We thank you so much for joining us. It's always good to hear from you, and we appreciate you stepping up and joining the panel. I really appreciate you watching us and you keeping up with us.
Yep. And you all have a good evening and enjoy your families.
We hope you do as well. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Good night. Bye.
Mabster.
Yeah.
Last words.
Last words.
I'm gonna take some calls. Sometimes people
Somebody did it. Somebody did this.
Yep. Somebody did it.
And they're guilty. And I'm gonna find them.
Yeah, I think you may, Mab. I think you might find them. I think you definitely might find them.
I'm gonna give it my best shot, man.
You're gonna find something, that's for sure.
You have been doing your best. You have taken your best shot at this case.
Talk about boots on the ground.
I mean, literally.
I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet.
Please be careful.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, be careful, man.
Everywhere I go, I have protection.
We know. We saw.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that, guys.
100%.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Not dangerous.
And
right?
you have a concealed weapon carry permit, right?
Yeah.
So, Mab did not do anything wrong. Legally. So.
I didn't go up and knock on anybody's door or anything like that.
Exactly. But anyway, well, yeah, thank you, Mab. We always appreciate you, man. Appreciate you joining us.
How about the Mapster, you guys? You guys got these guys at 5,800. I mean, come on, man. Give the Mapster some love.
All right.
And I will see you all later.
All right, Mab. We appreciate you, man.
Appreciate it.
All right,
Peace.
Bye. All right, guys. We'll take a couple.
What is that?
We'll take a couple of phone calls, guys. I know some of you guys like to call in, so we'll put up the phone lines, guys. So 470-499-4902. So I know a lot of you guys like to call in instead of be on the panel, and that's okay. We just appreciate you being here with us.
What do you like better? You like the king of the panel. Like people hit you up and be like, "Hey, join the panel."
Yeah, a lot of people like for me to join them, and it's an honor to me. I really appreciate it. But it doesn't matter to me. I mean, as long as we're in here together and talking and having a good time, that's kind of what it's all about for me. I just appreciate people joining us, man. But listen, here's the deal, guys. Let me check on these subscribers real quick. Guys, we only need 20. What is that? We only need 17 more subscribers, guys, to get to our goal tonight. So if you guys are new here or you hadn't hit the subscribe button yet, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're Patriot Pride. We're a nonprofit. We give back to military families in need. Whether you're active or you're veterans, we try to help out in any way we can. So if you guys don't mind, we're trying to reach 5850 tonight. So we only need 17 more subscribers. And obviously, if you haven't hit that like button yet, guys, hit the like button for us. I think we're almost there, guys. Let us know how many likes we got in here, mods. I think we're almost at 1,000. So that's kind of our goal for tonight is to hit 1,000. So the phone lines are on, guys. Give us a call. I know you guys like to call in. Miss Toy, if you're watching, we always love to hear from you.
Yeah, we hadn't heard from her in a while.
No, we haven't, but that's okay. We've gone on a little later than we normally do. So phone lines are open, guys. We need 48 likes. We need 48 likes to get to our goal. So if you guys are watching, please hit that like button. Let's see how many people we got watching. We've had over 10,000 people watching. Let's see what we got. We got 830 people in here, guys. So if you haven't hit the like button, please make sure to hit that like button. We only need 48 more, guys, and it'll help us reach our goal. So
what do you think about that dog walker and what they said about, and then what Alex and Juice has said about the neighbors not knowing, and then somebody like, what do you think about that?
Dude, I don't know, honestly, right now what I think. There's so much stuff going on. I don't know what I think. I mean, I think that the Richard guy is so intriguing. Um, Hello, this is Patriot Pride.
Hi, hello, good evening.
Hey, good evening. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good.
I just wanted to there was just a thought I had.
Okay,
And
real quick. What is your name and where are you calling from?
my name's Esme, and
Okay.
I'm from California.
Okay. Thank you for calling.
Thank you for having me on. Yeah, I just wanted to say what kind of concerned me or had me thinking is that day, from hearing information about Annie and Tommaso's beliefs, like in the Wiccan or
Sure.
something like that.
Yeah.
And they're saying that night was or that day or that night was like a special occasion for them. It was strange to me that they would have like their mother come over and have a board game on a day that was really important for them that they have to prepare for.
Yeah.
So that was just something that I thought was kind of strange, because I know if I had something big, happening in my life, something, anniversary party for a friend or something, I wouldn't plan something with my mother on the same day. I would want it on another day so we can give her full attention or something,
Sure.
So that's always kind of just something that I thought about, and we don't know who it is, if the family, we're hoping it's not that the family's not involved in any way.
Right.
But I just think that maybe that's why Annie and Tommaso, we see them hiding. And I've heard that they've taken down all their information that shows what, more of their lives. I wonder if that's because, they might be worried that people will think that they're involved some way because of their beliefs, and kind of like a little ashamed, not ashamed, because they probably are not ashamed of what they believe in, but maybe they think that people will think,
right,
different because of whatever the beliefs are with that. And so they took down everything on their social media and stuff like that. And I wonder if that's just where it's coming from. But it is strange to me that when they got their the timeline, I'm just not, I don't have any faith in the timeline at all.
I have a hard time with the timeline.
Yeah, me as well.
Yeah, so like if I don't trust the timeline, I don't trust Sheriff Nanos, and because of certain things, I kind of don't trust Annie and Tommaso, as of now, just because of the whole circle of people that are coming to the forefront, and even just doing it when they didn't even need to, what's his name from California, and then those people that went to take a picture in front of her house. Those are all the same circle of people, that
Sure.
are in that. So I can't help but think, but I hope it's not. But like I said, what also was concerning to me was when they said their mom was missing, and if I were her, and the cops were all adamant that, she wandered. If I were her and I would see blood and everything like that, and I knew how my mom is, like she's healthy, there's nothing like that, I would be adamant that this is not, a case where she walked off or something like that. I would be adamant, like, let's search for my mom right now. And if they weren't listening to her, and I had a sister that was, had more say and maybe influenced higher people, I would call her right away, say, Savannah was my sister. I'd be like, Savannah, they're not listening to me. They're trying to paint the picture that mom's like, just walked out or but we see blood and the doors were open or whatever. And, can you help us?
Yeah, certainly.
That's what's concerning to me about Annie. Like, it took her so long to call Savannah because Savannah on her interview said that Annie didn't call her till the nighttime. Well, she said what made it sound like it was nighttime by the time she got the call was she was saying that she was at Carson's house.
Right.
And they had a fun night. She said, we had a wonderful night. So to me, if she's in New York and Arizona time, I know there's like a 3-hour difference. If you're saying that you got home at night and your husband's coming home at night and you're kind of just like, gonna get ready for bed pretty soon, that's pretty late. So
Yeah.
that must be that. What time did Annie actually call her sister? I feel like it's way later. And
Yeah.
that sounds so funny to me not funny, but concerning to me, that sounds
Sure.
weird that she would take that long.
Sure.
Because that's I think what hindered this case is that there was a lot of wasted time in the beginning through maybe what Annie said, and then the policemen, how they acted with the case, they think it was a missing person.
Right.
Because I would be so adamant. If I knew my mom, and I'd be like, something happened. I'd call my sister and say, they're not listening to me. We got to this is something happened to my mother.
Yeah. No, great point. Great point.
Yeah.
And then when Savannah, the way she answered Savannah, Savannah's like, what's going on? What happened? And she's like, Mom's missing.
Right.
And,
it's a great point.
And that it was chaotic or something like that,
Yeah.
And I was like, I wonder if she was saying that to give an excuse of why she hadn't called Savannah. But
Right.
even if it was chaotic or whatever, I would have reached out to my sister right away.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah,
No, great point. Well, thank you so much for calling in. We really appreciate you joining us tonight.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
Um,
No, we appreciate you. We just got a ton of people calling, so I just want to give everybody, a shot at getting in tonight.
Sure. Thank you for letting me speak. I just want to say it for Nancy because I have a mother, I have a grandmother, and I've taken care of them, and that's why it touches me so much.
Sure. I totally understand.
Thank you so much
Yes.
for your call.
Hope you find an answer.
Yes, and thank you so much. We really appreciate you joining us, okay?
Yes, thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys, sorry we missed a few calls there. So we'll stay here and talk as long as you guys want to talk. So thank you so much for joining us. And let me see. I think we hit our like goal. Thank you guys so much for that. Let me see if we've hit our subscription goal. Let's see. Have we hit it? We only need 7 more subscribers, guys. So if you're here for the first time and you have not hit the subscribe button, please hit the subscribe button. We'll hit our goal for tonight. And obviously, if you haven't hit the like button yet, guys, please make sure to do that. Kathy, we love you. Thank you so much. We appreciate you being here. A lot of people are talking about rituals in the chat, Mike. A lot of people are thinking that this could be, and
Well, we did one of them too,
we did a theory on that, but
and it got 330 something.
But here's the deal. They're saying that maybe Nancy left those doors open because, and maybe we'll go into that a little bit more on the next one, but that ritual, something in that Wiccan ritual has something to do with leaving your back doors open.
So, but why would Nancy do that?
Maybe Andy talked her into it. I don't know, because Andy is supposedly Wiccan.
Yeah.
We'll look into it.
But then Nancy's not.
Maybe. Hello, this is Patriot Pride.
Yeah, it's Risa Joe.
Risa Joe, what's up?
How are you?
Good to hear from you.
I'm good. Glad you guys are okay. I wanted to ask you guys if y'all saw where Sleuth was saying that he talked to Michael.
I did. Yeah, I don't know if Mike has heard, but
I have not.
Yeah.
Okay. How did that go?
You want to fill him in on that?
You go ahead. Go ahead, Risa Joe.
Well, what I got from it was that I don't know how he found out exactly, but he got in touch with Sleuth from what I'm gathering. And Sleuth spoke to him, and I think that's why Sleuth took his videos down. But he's supposed to be doing a compilation of videos, but he's probably going to be leaving certain things out. I would imagine because there was like filed a lawsuit or whatever, slander
Yep,
of Michael's name.
that's right.
And that Michael said he had been estranged from Richard for 30 years, and that he to be careful because if he ever got around him, he would know why he's been estranged from him for 30 years. Is that what you heard, Adam?
Yeah, that's exactly what I heard. It was a great summarization of it. Yeah, so he hasn't talked to him in 30 years, and that he basically was telling Sleuth to be careful because he was talking. I don't want to talk out of context, but allegedly he may be talking litigation because possible slandering of his name, and so Sleuth
So would he be sending that towards Richard, or was he sending that towards Sleuth?
himself. He contacted Sleuth and said that he felt like possibly he may be slandering Michael. Him. He was not concerned about Richard. He was concerned about himself. And so I think now Sleuth.
And
Go ahead.
Did he say him? Did he say him and his family, or just him? I don't remember if I heard him say him and his family.
I may have missed that.
I thought I heard that he said that basically he was, and Sleuth also, I don't know if you heard this part, he said he never really believed Richard. He just was going along with it. That's what I heard.
Had a stream breaking in and out, brother.
Yeah, they're having some audio issues recently.
Yeah, you were with a pretty color too.
Let me see if it's actually Google Voice. So let me get off here and see if they still have the problem with me.
I'm done. I just wanted to know.
Thanks for letting me know that.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye.
All right, bye-bye. All right, guys, let me know. Sorry about the audio, guys. I'm not sure what's going on with it. Sometimes the Google messes up on us. Tell me if the audio is back now, guys. Tell us if the audio is better now.
Bad connection going on.
Sometimes Google Voice makes the audio really bad. So you guys let me know if the audio is any better now.
Glitching.
Good now? Yeah, it's the Google Voice. Let me refresh this because sometimes this Google Voice messes up, guys. I don't know what it is with it, but I'm actually going to shut it down and then I'm going to start it back up. Because sometimes that Google Voice messes the audio.
Google gives you trouble with that Google Voice sometimes.
Yeah. So if you guys called in, you can try to call back in one more time, and we may have to shut the phone lines down. But we just missed one call, so call back in, and we'll see if it's better, and if not, we may just have to shut the phone lines down. Sometimes Google Voice gives us some issues, guys.
Still kind of saying in and out. Would that be because that was the call?
I think the chat may be a little bit
audio
late.
better, video glitching.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. We may have had we broke the system, Mike. We broke YouTube. We broke YouTube. Audio's out of sync. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it, guys.
Jolene said it was me.
Could be Mike, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We'll just have to hang in there with it, guys.
I think like she's saying it was me, not me personally, but like her on her end.
Just hang in there with us, guys, and we'll see what happens. If you guys want to call back in, and let me try to get this set back up real quick. I don't think the phone lines are open, but now they are. So the phone lines are back open, guys. So if you want to call in, we'll try another caller. But if the chat tells us that it's glitching again, we may have to shut the phone. Lines down. I just want to make sure we try to get in as many as we can because we'd love to sit here and talk to you guys. We need 4 more subscribers to reach our goal, guys. So if you're here and you have not hit that subscribe button, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. And again, make sure you hit the like button for us, guys. We really appreciate you guys. Is your way trying to leave? Yeah. We appreciate all you guys joining us tonight. Sounds like it's crackling. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Sleuth needs to be careful. I agree with that. Richard, maybe he's obsessed with Sleuth.
I thought that after listening to it.
No sound. Messed up. No sound. No audio.
Well, all right. It tells us what we need to do.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, guys. No sound. Clear now. Muted. No sound.
I have no clue.
I think YouTube's having some issues, guys. I think YouTube is having some issues. Audio and video is fine. Yeah, you guys may need to refresh. Okay, we're back now. Good. Okay. Yeah, make sure you guys refresh. I think YouTube was having some issues, guys. Thank you, Nomi. And it's good to see you, Nomi. I meant to say that a little earlier. It's always good to see you. Jim, you're doing an awesome job as usual. Sounds good now? Wonderful. Okay. I'm new. Subscribe and thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you so much, Psycho. Appreciate you being here. Good to have you. Thank you guys for letting us know. Sorry, I don't know. YouTube sometimes has issues. So, all right, they say the phones are not working. We got one coming in. Let's see.
We had one coming in.
All right, give me a call back, guys. Phone lines are back up. We'll see what happens here. We've had I got 18. I got 18 missed calls, guys. So sorry, guys. YouTube can't help it when YouTube was having issues. Sleuth was threatened with a lawsuit from Mike. Okay. God bless you all. The best. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, Kat. We appreciate that. Check the phone line. Yeah, Jim, I checked it. It should be on now.
Well, here's the thing, though. Sleuth never really said anything other than letting that guy talk. He gave him a platform to talk. I don't know.
Is Madhu in here tonight? Hold on, guys.
Is she?
I don't know. Madhu, are you in here? If you are, let me know, Madhu. I'll bring you up on a panel and we'll talk a little bit. Madhu is very cool. She's very good at what she does. I enjoyed being on the panel with her the other night.
Yeah, she was very
knowledgeable.
Was.
Yeah, very knowledgeable.
I like the accent.
Madhu, are you in the chat? Let me know if you're in here. But anyway, so Mike, we've had some good callers tonight for sure. We've had some really good callers. Some good insight on everything.
We were over today.
Still crackly, still in and out. All right. Mike won't win. Please don't. She's live on Alex. Okay, good. Okay, cool. Thank you guys for letting us know that. All right. Anybody else want to call in? If you do, we got one coming. All right, hold on one second. Hello, this is Patriot Pride.
Hey.
Hey.
Can you hear me, Adam?
I can hear you. Who is this and where are you calling from?
This is Jody Lynn 00.
Hey, Jody Lynn. It's great to hear from you.
Hey, it's good to hear you guys, too. I've been trying to call in, but, technical difficulties and everything.
Yeah, I think YouTube's having some issues tonight. So,
it really must be probably the storm.
Guys in the chat, let me know if you can hear us and the caller okay now. So, what do you think's going on?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear us? Yeah.
Well, it's my head's on a swivel, and it has been. I have questions. I have a lot of questions. Like, number one, where's her church family? Where's their voices at? When Micah Miller and that stuff in South Carolina happened, those church members were protesting outside, wanting to know what was going on with Micah and justice for Micah. But where's her people? That bothers me. Even the university, they could be having, little things getting those college kids involved, for searches or to raise money for searchers, since, the family's not doing that. It bothers me, what's going on with that? And, when Nano says from, one of his interviews, not that any of us really believe him. Are you there, Adam?
I am.
Yes, we're just listening.
Yep.
Hey, Mike, did you order your Speedo?
I have not yet. Looks like I'm about to have to.
Look, you better get on it, because we're expecting burgers, we're expecting Speedo, we're expecting you to sing Rocky Top.
That won't happen. I can tell you that,
yeah. Anyway, all right.
See, you and Adam been hanging out together, because Adam likes to this started with okay, I'll be in the Speedo, and then it ended up I'll be a Speedo in Vegas on the Strip with this, and then it was I'll be on this and this at the 4th of July. I don't know.
Hey, we're making a list, right?
Y'all start some fishing tales over here.
And for every 5 members, I think that we go over the goal. that you've got to do an extra task while in the Speedo.
I think that's a good idea.
Are you with me, Adam?
I think it's a great idea.
Hey, y'all can think all you want to.
Yeah, okay.
That's funny.
Anyway.
I'm here for the cause, but at some point I got to draw a line.
Hey, look, you know what? I bet if we did a fundraiser with that, we'd draw in all kinds of money.
That's right, for sure. That's right.
Y'all do whatever y'all want to. Y'all got 5 minutes. I'll be in it. After that,
Hey, buddy, 5 minutes ain't gonna cut it.
hey,
You
that's
got a
what.
bunch of women in this. Chat that will rally behind me 5 minutes.
That's funny.
Anyway, let me get off that and go back to Nancy. So when Nanos, at the very beginning, he was like, "We know why they took her," and then he turns around and dismisses the ransom note. And then Savannah comes back out, a couple of weeks later and said, "We believe the ransom note is real." Now, just thinking about all that stuff, and and if it wasn't for you guys on YouTube, this case would have already been swept and been gone.
Yeah.
Poof. Because Savannah's media isn't out doing anything. The kids have social media. Their grandkids have. They could be like, "Hey, look for my grandma, look for my mom," but it's, it's fucking cricket. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that word, but I
that's
did.
okay.
Sorry. So anyway, so thank you guys for doing this. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. But I do believe what Mike said earlier, that it's the bits and pieces of all these theories that, because we keep circling back around, and these people were brought into our focus for a reason, right? And it's probably the bits and pieces of these, and as soon as we can figure out how to, make the pieces fit, we'll be on a better path. But and it keeps going back to, I believe it was a connected group, who they were connected to, whether it be the family, the media, the sheriff's department. Are they all involved? I don't know, but it is so strange that there is in the town that she lives in. Now, I'm not physically there, but just from watching Alex Juice and the guys that are there, there's no rally for this woman.
Right.
There's no call to action.
And it's sad,
come
isn't
on.
it? So sad.
Yeah, it's sad, and it ticks me off too, because I couldn't imagine the horror that this woman went through that night.
Yeah.
I couldn't. But anyway, I'm not going to waste any more. Oh, on the Richard Nolet thing.
Yes.
Okay. Now, whether he's involved in this or not, when he brought up Emily Pike,
yeah,
cold chills went down my neck for some reason, whether that's the thing or not. I don't know. But him bringing that up to that specificity that he talked about it bothered me.
And why even bring that up, right?
Right. But why bring in that's a very understated case in the first place.
Yeah.
And for him to just casually talk about it to, Sleuth was very odd. It was very odd, and it was very disturbing to me. So whether or not with Nancy, and he may have a part in it, maybe he don't, but he's done some things.
Yeah.
I would probably put money on that. He has done some things.
Certainly, for
So,
sure.
Anywho,
thank you so
I'm going to let you guys go.
It's great. It's
Thank
great
you.
to hear from you. It's always good to hear. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for all you
Hey,
do.
no problem. And I'm really proud of what you guys are doing. You've got a lot of support. We support you all the way.
And thank you so much. We appreciate you.
All right, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Smokey.
Because listen, we can't sing Rocky Top because we're dog fans, right?
Through and through.
We can't sing Rocky Top. Come on, man. You guys can sing it, but there's no way we could ever sing that. So anyway, I'll leave this phone line up for a couple more minutes, guys. We need 5 more subscribers to hit our goal tonight. So if you guys don't mind, just if you're here for the first time, sorry, Jason. Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. Some people are saying it's fine, and some people are saying it's not. So I'm not sure if you guys are in an area where there's some issues going on.
Storms or something?
Yeah, I'm not sure. They're saying
dogs.
They're saying that some people are refreshing and things are okay. So maybe you guys try to refresh. Some people are saying it's fine, and some people are saying it's not. So I'm so sorry if you guys are having a tough time. Hello, this is Patriot Pride.
Hi, this is Judy from Kentucky.
Hey, Judy, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I was the one that was on panel and couldn't get through.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry about that.
No, that's all right. I'm not technically inclined to do things on that panel, so
That's
it's
okay.
probably on me.
So how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I heard about a week or two ago the thing that made the most common sense to me, and that she's got a neighbor across the street. His name's Clay Crouch, and he's got a criminal record, and that deals with all kinds of stuff that we're dealing with her. And he's a roofer, and she just had her roof replaced. And his boss happens to be Nancy's neighbor's son, the one that has the gyms.
Okay.
Yes.
The son of the roofing company. The guy that lives across the street works for him.
Interesting. Okay.
So I'm very, very, very curious if he's the one that replaced her roof. Because they always say it's somebody that's done things for you on the outside if it's not a family member.
Right.
And he's also got a best friend that deals in crypto.
Really?
Which is another thing that ties him into it.
Wow.
So, and with him being across the street, he can keep eye on her coming and going. And as far as, this is going to be a little twist here, but as far as Nancy taking a cab or Uber to her daughter's house, what's to say that he thought that she was gone? He seen her take an Uber and leave.
Right.
And never seen an Uber bring her back, possibly, and thought that was the night to come.
Yeah.
And the things in his backpack was to do things inside the house, like disconnect stuff, because I hear there were nanny cams inside the house. And the only thing I can come up with is, for the 41 minutes inside there, is maybe she had a safe that had a 30-minute timer on it. Because there are some safes that once you punch in your numbers, it takes 30 minutes before it will unlock.
Right. That's a good thought.
So
That's definitely a good thought.
If he was a roofer and maybe she handled some money around him and had to get into the safe and give it to him, so he was aware of that, because a lot of older people aren't real comfortable having all their money in the bank, and he may have been aware of that.
Right. No, that's a great theory. Yeah.
And with him having the criminal elements that he's had, and burglary, and he's had a list of all kinds of things. But a 2-mile radius from the family's house or Luke's house isn't that far, and they would all be about the same age. I would think Luke would be,
right,
as this guy across the street. They kind of walk the same circles.
Right.
So apparently they might know each other.
Hold on one
second. Things I would like to know.
Hold on one second.
Okay.
Someone just supported us. So thank you, whoever you were, for that donation. We appreciate you so much. It just said someone. So thank you so much for who that was. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Judy.
That's okay. That's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
I'd like to know if Nancy ever spent the night over at Annie's house on game nights. If that would be something abnormal for her to come back home
Yeah.
because of that.
Yeah.
And I would like to know if it was normal for, well, one thing that a lady said earlier is about opening the back doors, and they say it was spirits out of the house.
Yep.
Maybe Annie, when they came in there and seen everything all messed up, or thinking things were all messed up, maybe she popped the doors open and just has never said anything because nothing was ever really brought to their attention.
Could be,
You know,
yeah.
they came and saw. I mean, and then they're the ones who propped the doors open.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah. So, and that was something that the police just noted when they came in, and that was something that was already done before they even got there.
Yeah. Well,
But,
great point. Great point.
And as far as the blood,
hold on, Linda, that must have been you. So thank you so much, Linda. I appreciate that. We appreciate that. Go ahead, Judy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. And I know that she was on all kinds of heart medicine and blood thinners and stuff. And you could tell on her arms, she had big band-aids even on her arms to cover the blood surface on her arms and stuff. So it wouldn't take much to hit her nose to make it bleed.
Yes,
and my
certainly.
son has had nosebleeds for years. And when it bleeds just like that. And he'll blow out of his nose, and it will have a spray. And it looks just like the spray in that one area that it shows.
Interesting. Well, thank you so much.
If it wasn't for him,
Go ahead.
yeah, if it wasn't for him having bloody noses, I would never think of that. But I think that might have been even her way. She could have hit her nose intentionally to try to get a marking to what was going on. But anyway, that's what I had to say for tonight. And it brought to my attention through the different things that I've watched.
Well, thank you so much for calling us. We appreciate it. It's always good to have you. We appreciate your support.
Well, thank you.
Thanks for
Thank
calling.
you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm from a military family.
Well, thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you, Ernie.
I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So, M. Wofford, thank you so much. Where did it go? The chats are crazy. Marla, thank you so much for your support. I'm not sure why I didn't put up the name, but I appreciate you guys. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support. We appreciate that. I don't know, guys, if it is
Something's just acting crazy.
I don't know if it's maybe there's a jammer on our Wi-Fi. Maybe somebody
put that in the chat.
So maybe somebody's jamming our Wi-Fi. But I think that they're not having as difficult a time when it's just us talking as opposed to Google. So maybe Google's having some issues. Maybe YouTube's having some issues. Maybe certain ones of you guys are in areas that are having issues because there's some people saying everything's been fine, and I'm watching our stream here, and I don't think we've had any problems, but some people are having problems. So I just appreciate you guys hanging in here with us. So we'll take another call real quick, and then we'll see what happens. Hello, this is Patriot Pride.
Hey, this is Kathleen from Kenner, Louisiana. Hi, guys.
Hey, Kathleen.
How are you?
I'm doing good. I hope y'all doing good. Hope y'all staying safe from all the tornadoes up in the surrounding areas and stuff.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. We're doing well. You doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Knock on wood. There's no tornadoes right now up in the Louisiana area, except maybe around the Shreveport area. But that's not too bad. But I'm calling because I wanted to find out if you think maybe the sheriff, instead of letting everybody get in the area, if they should have just stopped and put that yellow tape and get the searching dogs and all the searching parties and even bring in the Cajun Navy from Louisiana here and go do a lot of searching, because I think he did a bad job being a sheriff at that scene.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's a great point. I think he's definitely, unfortunately botched this whole thing from day one.
Yes, I definitely believe that, because, I mean, you would think most sheriffs would say, okay, well, maybe we don't know if it's a kidnapping or just a runaway person, but if the people, the Savannah and all them would have said, hey, this is not just a walk away, she's got the right mind and everything, they should have checked with the family to make sure it wasn't just somebody taking her off on a day trip or something.
Right. Yeah, it's a good point. It's a really good point.
Because I know if that would have have been my mom, one younger. So I know if that would have been my mom, I would have searched heaven and hell for her.
Right. That's a great point. Well, I think we're having some issues on our Google Voice, so I think we're going to close down the phone lines, and I think the everybody's having some issues with hearing the caller. So, but thank you so much for calling and supporting us. We really appreciate you being here.
Thank you, and thank you for having this program on for people like me that can listen and also watch you on the YouTube.
Well, thank you so much for being with us. You have a good night.
Y'all too.
All right, bye-bye.
Thanks.
All right, guys. Well, I don't know. Thank you, Melissa. There's some people saying that everything's
we sound
fine,
like Mickey Mouse,
and some people saying it's shit. So, sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on. I think our stream's fine on our end. Maybe it's buffering a little bit. We don't know. But here's the deal, guys. We hit our goal tonight on subscribers, and we hit our goal tonight on likes. So thank you guys so much for everything that you do. And it's fine now, frozen now. Go back to StreamYard. Thank you for being wild. Call in, Melissa. Is it fine now, guys? Let me know. It may be the Google thing. If it is, I'm just going to have to do away with Google and have to get another. Let me know.
Jump out and jump back in.
Let me know if it's fine now, guys. Let me know if you guys can hear. It's like watching a silent show, slow motion movie now. It's fine
well,
now.
then, thank y'all so much for being here, because I'll go and tell you, if I was having to watch a slow motion, no sound,
yeah,
I would have done checked out.
Okay, so it's fine. It's right now. It's fine. It must be Google, Mike. Yeah, it must be something going on with Google. So, sorry guys, we may have to. Yeah, Richard. Maybe Richard doing it, or somebody with a signal jammer.
I might have pissed somebody off earlier in the conversation. They were like, y'all getting off.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for sticking with us through that. I'll see if I can come up with another voice application. I think it's just Google. Sometimes they have really, really bad issues, unfortunately. But I'm sorry you guys had a hard time. But for everybody that contributed any dollar amount,
we had 50 member thing. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. Whoever gifted those 50 memberships was unbelievable. That was unbelievable. So thank you so much for that. And guys, just for being here with us, we can't thank you enough. And thanks for sticking around through the technical difficulties.
They said they had 700 that checked out.
Yeah,
I would have been one of them.
I would have been one of them too. So, but that's cool. I mean, we appreciate you being here, and thanks for joining us for the amount of time that you've been here. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, guys, if you're new, we're Patriot Pride. We're a nonprofit. We help out military families. So we give back to military families in need, whether you're active or you're veterans. We try to help out. So just hit the subscribe button. It helps the algorithm so much on YouTube. And obviously, if you hadn't hit the like button, hit that like button. So, Mike, any closing words for tonight?
We out of here before 12 o'clock.
We're out before 12. So. Yeah, Google. Yeah, we're good now. Hey, mods, thank you guys so much. We appreciate you guys are awesome. Our mods are unbelievable. Our community's great.
And you've added a couple.
Yeah, added a couple tonight. And thank you guys for that. And so, again, guys, I know we're passionate about what we believe in, and that's okay. At the end of the day, we're here. We're family members, right? And we're all here for one another. So that we can be passionate about what we believe in. But thank you guys for joining us again. And God willing, we'll be back on Sunday. We may do something live before then. We're not sure, but for sure. Definitely on Sunday, God willing, we'll be back. So hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and thank you again for joining us, and we will see you next time. You guys have a good night.
Oh my gosh. So how we gonna